Do I have to do like an intro and sound like a twat, by the way? When I
sound like a twat. I mean, you do usually anyway. So
when I bring up the live thing, I'm going to bring up the live thing, and then I'm going to go, oh, we're doing a podcast, and I'm going to sound like an idiot because I don't know what I'm doing.
Sorry.
Yeah, what's that?
Have you really made a thing that says live?
Yeah, I've made a thing that says live. What about it?
We're live on Twitch now anyway.
So people know that we're doing the podcast now, and this isn't the before bit.
You've been watching too much Hat films.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I don't know who they are, right? Zoom out.
Yeah, nobody needs to see your mic up close, chat.
How about now? Is that better?
But now you just sound really echoey.
Very nice. I don't know how to zoom out. I can't zoom out.
It is a bit.
Hello.
At least he's had a haircut.
Podcast. We're gonna have a really good time today. It's gonna be perfect. We're all here together. Okay.
Does it feel like we're making love?
At least someone makes love to me.
Wow.
What? That's right. She's playing Borderlands. Do you want to talk about E3, Ryan?
I suppose we could.
We could talk about E3. Ryan, do you know I actually did some preparation for this stream and everything?
Oh fuck!
I know.
Jesus.
I looked up games that people are predicting to be at E3 this year.
Oh, I didn't know that because I was just going to do it off the fly.
Well, you're just going to guess. You're just going to make up games on the spot and just go, oh, they'll probably be there, maybe.
Yeah, why not?
No, go on, Ryan. I want to hear what you think will be at E3 this year, just as a.
Well, let's go show by show.
That's a very good idea. Should I? Hang on. Should I show off our E3 screen quickly that I made? Just to show off. Can I just show off a bit more quickly? I know you can't see our webcams anymore, but look at that. Oh no, hang on, you can see my. Oh, hang on, there might be porn up there. Don't look at any of this.
Where?
There you go. Don't worry, there might have been porn up. I don't know. Don't worry about it though. There we go. Look at that. Oh no, the spinny thing's not working.
Oh, Jack.
Oh shit.
You let me down.
Don't look at it. Actually, I changed my mind. Don't look.
Let's not talk about all the other stuff on there that looks really good and well done.
Ignore all that. I'm just.
And I will have a webcam for the rest of E3, just because the office is a tip.
You already got a webcam. We're going to let that joke just keep going for the entire time. Ryan, how do we? I mean, we're not very good at what we do, so how do we do a podcast?
How do we just talk about shit?
We do.
Right. I mean, we can go show by show.
Okay, let's
go down the schedule. Show by show. I mean, we're talking. We're just talking about. We're just waffling. Well, you haven't even got the schedule up.
It could be 2 seconds. There we go. You happy?
Yeah, well, not really.
Look, it's up now. This is IGN, so it might be wrong. Okay.
So why don't you just use the official E3 thing, Jack?
No. Why would
just
I
go
do
there,
that?
you.
No.
There, you twat. Show your face, Ryan. That is my face. I've told you. I've changed a lot since you last saw me.
E3 I can't spell schedule. I figured out.
The office is a tip because I'm getting it cleaned for when Jack comes down. So there's a lot of work in progress at the moment.
It's got like cranes and like a construction.
Look, but I have got a plan because Jack's obviously going to be here, so I may have a plan involving an actual sofa.
Ooh. So
we will actually be side seat watching E3.
Ryan, where's the actual E3 schedule? Because I can't find it. Oh, I found it. Never mind.
I'm supposed to be the boomer.
There we go. I found it. Right. So.
Right.
E3 this year is sponsored by Tencent. And sponsored I mean it's paid for exclusively. So we're going to see a lot of Chinese propaganda, hopefully. Really hope so. That's going to be really fun.
Nobody talk about Taiwan because that isn't a country.
Episode 1 of our podcast, we've already alienated like 1/7 of the population of the world. That's good. That's a good start, right? We're doing good so far.
When do we ever have a plan? We have a loose kind of overview.
I made a plan. I made this overlay. You just turned up.
Like, literally, I messaged Jack about 10 o'clock this morning. Went, "You'd fancy doing this tonight?" Yeah, go on then.
Yeah, why not?
That was it.
And I said, I can whip together an overlay if you want. Like, yeah, go on then. So I've done this in one day.
Country of Taiwan. They're not a country. They're not a country.
Oh, is that? There we go. Rein it back in, Brian. Rein it back in. Tiananmen Square. What happened then? What happened? I don't know what Tiananmen Square is. What are you talking about?
No, I've never heard of that place.
I've never heard of that. Doesn't exist.
That doesn't sound like a mass genocide.
I'm going to zoom in just to make it like, oh, look at that. Look at that for accessibility.
Right.
So we've got the broadcast pre-show on Saturday, June 12th.
Ooh.
Which I will say, what days are we actually streaming, right? Because we're doing Sunday.
Again, you're asking me for a plan.
Sunday is the one we're doing together. Right.
Yeah. And then Monday you're going to be back home anyway, so we can do it.
But we won't be doing some of it because you've got work, presumably.
Oh yeah, it is. I know, it's a thing.
And I don't. This is in.
Well, we're doing it, but we'd like react to it after.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is all in Pacific, so.
I've already worked out the time, so it's
okay.
8 a.m. is like 3 o'clock our time, I think it was, and it goes on to about 11 o'clock.
Wait, hang on. It's going to bring away our podcast. Okay. There you go, I've got it. I actually did all the times already.
Oh, and it's spinning.
Even though I've missed most of it.
Oh no, it stopped spinning.
No, it stopped spinning. I don't know why it keeps stopping spinning. Okay, never mind. What ones are we looking forward to the most here? On Saturday, we've got...
Saturday. What, Saturday only?
If we just look at it day by day, we've got... I'm so glad I don't have chat on, so I'll just see the joke. Okay, we've got the Ubisoft, which is going to be... I don't really care, truth be told.
I mean, there'll be some stuff about Assassin's Creed Valhalla, maybe a DLC.
Yeah.
There'll be Rainbow Six Quarantine now, Extraction rather than Quarantine.
I thought it was still called Extraction.
No, it's now called.
Sorry, Quarantine. No, yeah, Quarantine. Sorry, I thought it was still called that.
You're right, the chat.
I'm losing it. I'm fucking losing it.
Do you smell toast?
I haven't streamed on my PC and done like professional. I normally just do Sonic and then lose my mind. I'm not used to this.
Get a load of this.
Get a load of this.
So those are the two things I think. What do we reckon? Do we want to put down in the bingo Rayman?
You think Rayman is gonna?
I reckon.
I really. If there's Rayman, it's gonna be like a mobile game. They're not doing a main Rayman game.
I really wish they would.
I wish they. I mean, what was Legends was the last one, wasn't it? That came out 2012. I mean, that was a good game. But yeah, I doubt they're gonna do Rayman.
2013.
2013.
I would love if they did, and I reckon they'll kind of tease it like they do a big thing and they go, oh, by the way, this is a mobile game.
Yeah, 100%. It'd be like, and now the next installment in the Rayman franchise, and then, woo, yeah, and then it'll
mobile game,
and it'll at the very end, it was
like Rayman Run or something like that.
What's the fucking company of like the Pitbull? Was it like Zynga or something like that? Isn't it?
Zynga, yeah.
It would be like a cross, like match-free Rayman game made by Zynga.
And I miss Rayman. Rayman 3. We need to play Rayman 3.
I'll set you in Rayman 4.
So I would like to see that. I might put down on my bingo.
Yeah, I would. I've got to because I don't know what tabs I've got open.
Don't Diablo, never go Diablo.
Okay.
I mean that's not Ubisoft, so
I can show my tabs. Actually, it's fine. Okay. Wait, no, this isn't the one I want. What the fuck's this one? What was I going to look up, right? Bingo!
What?
Bingo! I was going to get up the bingo card. Hang on.
Bingo. He's got a bingo.
Hang on. There we go. Okay. Sorry. Bingo. There we go. Oh no! Don't watch the demo. Okay. This is SideSeat E3 predictions. Okay. So you're saying Rayman is going to turn up?
I hope so.
Which I think you're insane for thinking, but okay. Let's go for I'm gonna go 5x5. 3x3 is a bit too small. Okay.
I mean, I've just put it as automatic, so.
Okay. Anything else from Ubisoft that you think?
Far Cry 6 is going to be their message.
What was that? What was that like Assassin's Creed style game that was like mythological creatures, and it was all like the Greek stuff?
Oh, that was actually a really good game. Gods and Monsters?
Gods and Myths or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, actually, that was a really good game. I played quite a bit of that, and that is actually...
did it come? I didn't even know it came out.
Yeah, it came out quite a while ago.
I thought it was delayed.
It has the obviously the same Ubisoft stuff. You need to climb tall towers.
Yeah.
More about chorizo.
Far Cry 6. I think we're definitely 100% we're going to see Far Cry 6. I'll be amazed. If
that's going to be a massive part of it.
Oh yeah, that's going to be a main seller right there.
Yeah.
Are you excited for a new Far Cry?
I mean, I think I played Far Cry 5. I mean, I've not actually completed Far Cry since Far Cry 3. I like them, but they're
I've got to say, I played Far Cry 5. Because it was split into like different areas, right? It was
that was like, it. Phoenix Rising. Thank you.
That was good one. I remember that. Yeah. But Far Cry 5, it was split into. It was in America, and it was all the Christian one, right?
Yeah, it was the Deep South.
I did like one of the areas, and then I don't know what, it just never went back. I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I just stopped playing it. I just like.
That was my thing as well. I kind of played like 1 or 2 sections of it, and then went, I like it, but then I just never picked it up again.
I think the thing was, it reminded me too much of Far Cry 3, which I know sounds weird, but it was kind of like, I played it, I was like, oh, this is just Far Cry 3, but in America. And then I kind of went, yeah, I've already played Far Cry 3 though, so.
And Far Cry 4 was just Far Cry 3 bit in Nepal.
Yeah, Far Cry 4.
Wherever it was set.
Far Cry 4, but they promised the graphics would look really good, and then they looked nothing like what they promised.
Yeah, I like them, but.
I think it needs something new. It needs like a breath of fresh air, you know, a breath of the wild. I think that's going to be their main sell. I doubt they'll do a Just Dance, to be honest. I mean,
that's kind of my bingo. Just Dance.
You think Just Dance?
Just Dance with dancing. Just random people coming out dancing.
Well, no, tell you what you got to put on there, which is 100%. I don't even think this is up for debate. Is either a sports person who doesn't want to be there, or a singer who doesn't want to be there, who nobody cares about.
Non-gaming personality.
Yeah, they're bringing. Oh look, it's Ronaldo, and everyone.
I remember that. Was it?
Yeah.
Was it the Brazilian Pelé?
That was it. Yeah. Didn't they have the Manchester United's manager on? I can't remember his name. I mean, my nerdiness is showing. I literally know nothing about sports.
Oh, yeah, that's got to be a given, isn't it? They'll tease it and then go, we are still working on it.
I mean, I am the biggest Elder Scrolls fan alive, and I will beat to death anyone who debates with me. I'm not expecting Elder Scrolls. No. I'll be honest, I'm not even really expecting Starfield.
Oh, I am. I'm expecting at least something.
I think we'll get something, but I honestly don't think we're going to get a lot out of it. I mean, you got. I mean, my whole thing with this entire E3 thing is like we're coming out of a lockdown where they skipped E3 last year because of the lockdown, but also there basically wasn't anything to show, you know. And I don't know. I just don't feel like we're. I don't feel like we're going to get a lot this E3. I know that's really depressive because we're meant to be really excited.
I wouldn't be surprised if we do get a little bit of some surprises because obviously they kept kind of low last year, and people have been able to work from home. So, yeah. I
think because people have been working from home, that we're not going to get anything big, to be honest.
Be surprised.
See, the thing is, ESO just came out with a big DLC, like literally last week.
Yeah.
Like their big new DLC has already come out, so they're not going to do anything. Maybe they'll do because they're doing like month of and then or like year of, and then they'll like, oh look at all these DLCs and they're all around a central theme. Maybe they'll do something related to that.
Just keep it on topic. So Ubisoft.
Yes. Sorry. Yeah. Ubisoft.
I know. Going on tangent.
Yeah. Sorry. Go on.
Division 3.
Wasn't there? Speaking of Division, there was something about Division. They said that there was a game coming out. There was a Star Wars game, wasn't it? It was like it was by the guys who made Division. They're making a Star Wars game. So. I
don't know.
I seem to remember that being a news story from a couple of months back.
Division 2 DLC, you reckon, not Division 3?
Well, because I'm fairly certain that's the case. Because it was like, that was a big thing. It was like, the Division guys, it was like, there's a new Star Wars, and it's like a single player MMO Star Wars, and it was like, that sounds really cool. And then it was, it's by the guys who did Division, and it's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. I don't really remember it, to be honest with you.
I swear that was a thing. I bet if that is a thing and I'm remembering that right, I bet we'll get more on that.
I put down on my bingo Splinter Cell.
Splinter Cell?
I don't think they'll announce anything.
I think we'll get something Tom Clancy related, but I don't think we'll get Splinter Cell. Maybe a remaster, maybe.
I only say that is because this year, Zero is now, or Sam Fisher, is a playable character in Rainbow Six Siege.
All right, okay.
And I wonder if they did that as a test to see how much people still thought of the Splinter Cell franchise.
Maybe. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think if you see anything, I bet it will be a remaster, if anything. Or can you imagine if it's they just do another mobile game? Just like, oh, look at this Splinter Cell thing, and look, it's Splinter Cell. You guys love Splinter Cell. Oh, JK, it's a mobile game.
Oh no.
Oh, that would be. Oh. I mean, I've never even played Splinter Cell.
You guys not have phones? There's some new game that's combining stuff. Yeah, there is that mobile game. Yeah. Because I remember seeing Cav in a cartoon form, and it's a bit weird.
That came out already. That was Black. Oh. No, not Blacklist. Or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Because there was a whole controversy with it.
Attention to.
There was a whole controversy with it because it had
actually?
What?
Saying that, what was that game? Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon.
Yeah, that came out ages ago.
Yeah, but I wonder if there would be a new one.
I think if they do a new Tom Clancy game, they'll do like what they've been doing. They'll just do, because what the last one they did, I mean, it was fucking awful, but it was like an open world live service, wasn't it? Because they've said they want to do more live service games. They're not interested in making.
Why
games
wouldn't they?
Because
it makes money.
Yeah, I can't say I blame them really. I mean, I hate it, but you know.
Yeah. As I said, people won't make a new Splinter Cell until they find some way to monetize it.
Yeah. No, that would be. Ubisoft, I think, if I'm like tiering, like the showcases, I'll be honest, Ubisoft's like at the bottom. I wouldn't
say it's at the bottom because we're about to go into a Gearbox.
Yeah, that's fair. But it's near the bottom. I just don't care about Ubisoft.
Yeah, it's not your kind of games, are they? Really?
Well, I mean, they used to be. I used to love like Far Cry. I used to love, like I said, like Rayman. I used to love the Ubisoft games. It's just in recent years, they just don't interest me. Like Assassin's Creed, I just don't care about Valhalla or anything. It just does not. Now the fact that they call it an Assassin. I always said, if Ubisoft had brought out Assassin's Creed Valhalla and dropped the Assassin's Creed name and just brought it out as a Viking game, I think I would have played it. I think I would have brought it.
Yeah, but I think you can say that about pretty much all the AC games for like the last 5 years.
Yeah. If they brought it out under any other name, I would probably buy it and say this is a good game. Because it's got that Assassin's Creed name attached to it, I just don't care.
Yeah.
I think it's the issue. I don't know.
I think that's it for Ubisoft, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll move on. So Gearbox, I already know they've said they're not doing any pre-existing IP.
What's it? Borderlands is no go.
Saint Rose, I think, is Gearbox. I think because they brought out Saint Rose the Third remaster, just came out. They've already said like none of that is happening. They're doing new IPs.
New IPs only. Which,
if you look at it, it only goes on for 45 minutes. It's not a very long presentation.
I reckon they may close out because I know there's a Borderlands movie being made.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, good point.
I reckon they'll close out with a trailer. It was a disappointing CD Projekt. It would have been good for Ubisoft. Yeah, that's
CD Projekt Red is one of the best Ubisoft games that's ever been released, but it wasn't made by Ubisoft.
It basically is. Yeah, it would have been a brilliant Ubisoft game, but it's shit Projekt Red game.
Yeah, 100%. I was going to say actually, one of my overall predictions for this entire E3 is I think this will be the E3 of film and TV. I think everyone is. I mean, you got the like you said, you got the Borderlands film. I think we're going to get like an Assassin's Creed, maybe a Tom Clancy like TV show or something. I know there's rumours about Sonic 2 at the Sega one. Is there a Sega?
No, I don't think there is.
No, that was at the Sonic thing that already came. Sorry, I'm getting confused. But I've heard there's a lot of rumours about, because Capcom, they're Resident Evil, right?
Yes.
They've got the new Resident Evil film coming out, and there's a TV show coming out. I think we're going to see a lot of film and TV stuff coming out.
Streaming, the Steam shit. I mean, what IPs does actually Gearbox has? I'm just having a look through.
So well, this is the thing. It doesn't matter what they've got. It's what they're going to bring to the table, because they're not doing anything related to their old stuff. You know. That's
they're just a wild card.
That's what I'm playing. The wild card bitches. The issue was with Randy Pitchford at the helm. I've still got no faith. I mean, it doesn't really change anything.
That's why I was even RimWorld. Randy.
Oh, yeah, Randy.
It literally is this year.
Randy Rando, or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now the image of Witcher 2. I know. Yeah.
The new Witcher 2 does. It looks quite interesting.
So GamesBeat, as a game developer, mind telling me what that actually is?
I have literally no fucking clue, right?
Thanks, Ed. Let's move on to that.
Yeah,
one.
No. There's going to be a lot. I saw there was like some of these. There's like the Razer one. I don't care.
No, I don't own anything Razer. I don't like the stuff. I think it's overpriced.
Razer headphones. That's about it. I've got a Razer microphone. I've literally no fucking care.
No, I'm a Audio Technica and Logitech slut. So
yeah. So that's Saturday.
So I'm just reading up on about GamesBeat.
No, go on. Yeah, sorry.
GamesBeat Summit is the most intimate gaming event in the industry. Senior level attendees return again and again, knowing they're engaged in genuine conversations, networking, and deal making that come out of the summit every year. Yep.
Well, it
just reminds me of that.
Just on stage, just I'm going to make so much deal.
Reminds me of that Internet Historian video where he's like, serious business. Like, you're interesting to talk to. So yeah, basically nothing there.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of this is going to be like, oh, we've got, look at these people, like, there's just going to be people we don't know who turn up. I saw there was one like Wholesome Games, I think it was called. It's like, it's just like indie games, but they're like wholesome games. I mean, as someone who loves indie games, I'll be honest, I don't give a shit.
but I think they can always pull out a wild card.
I think,
like, look at Hello Games. Hello Games, Joe Danger, No Man's Sky.
This is the thing. I feel like if there's anything that's a wild card that's really interesting, we'll read about it after the fact. We won't see it during the E3 presentation. There'll be an article on IGN or an article somewhere. It'll be like, oh, look at this game you missed during E3. And I go, oh, that looks cool. And that'll be about it, you know?
Yeah.
I think a lot of this is going to be... It's the big ones I care about, the AAA. I don't even play AAA that much anymore, but I want to get excited about AAA games again. I want them to bring me back in. It's like, Jacob saying in chat, Unreal Engine 5, now that that's out, and it's, I mean, obviously developers have had access to it.
They're going to be showing up.
I mean, I've had a mess around with it. The stuff you can do in that with the lighting, because they've got, it's like Luminate, I think it's called, or something like that. I mean, the lighting stuff is incredible.
Jacob, if you play No Man's Sky now, it is an incredible game. I'm being genuine. Like, it is actually more than what they initially promised.
They're bringing out a big new graphical overhaul, right?
Oh, they already have.
Oh, is it out already? Oh, I didn't realise it was out already.
That is actually an incredible game now. I'm not even like memeing or anything like that. They've actually gone above and beyond what they originally said they were going to do. So I can't blame them. Like, they had a shit launch, but I think there was a lot to do surrounding that and hype.
Yeah.
They destroyed them. They didn't stand a chance. But
it's like Cyberpunk, but actually, it's got a happy
They're actually
ending.
Still working on it.
I mean, even
not saying anything. I would check it out, honestly.
I think it's worth the time.
Yeah, even if you give it a try, like, because you can go on Steam and you can get it and then refund it if you don't like it. But now,
I think now with the big graphical overhaul and the last update they did with the volcanoes and all that, I mean, like, I feel it's a good time to get into No Man's Sky now.
Yeah, I would just recommend watching the trailers of each, because they always drop a trailer with each new update.
Yeah. I mean, it's
certainly... they're updating it. Like, September was a big update, October was a big update, February was a big update, March, big update, June, big update.
I mean, it was better than fucking Elite Dangerous DLC that came out for that. So.
I don't know if it's the kind of game you can stream. It can be a bit slow.
Yeah, it's one of those. You turn your brain off when you play.
It's fun to play, but probably not to watch.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So Sunday.
Yeah. Anyway, I was going to say, where would you Saturday? What's your hype level out of 10? Using the this SEO terms,
Probably Sunday's my day.
You think
you've got PC Gaming Show, Square Enix, Bethesda?
I am 100% on with you. So I'm glad that's the day we're doing it.
Yeah.
That is the day I'm most. I mean, apart from Bethesda, I'm most looking forward to everything else there.
PC Gaming Show, we might get a little bit more about Age of Empires 4.
Yeah.
Maybe some new DLC for Age of Empires 2.
Well, I see. PC Gaming Show, he always gets a bad rap because it is, in the past, it was always a bit cringy. Like you watch
it was.
Like, okay, shut up, just let the developers talk. But there's always good stuff during those. Those presentations. There is. And it always gets buried under the hype of the big games that come out.
Yeah. So starting from the start, obviously broadcast pre-show. Yeah. 24 Entertainment's Naraka Blade Point, which you've got no idea about. It's I think it's an 80-man battle. What do you call it? Battle Royale. And to be honest, it looks interesting. It's different. It's set like a Chinese, Japanese culture type thing, and you get like massive swords and things like that. It's got a bit of stealth to it. It's got a bit of martial arts.
I'm interested.
It looks interesting.
It's got stealth in a
Battle Royale.
I'd like to see that.
And kind of running across buildings, that kind of thing, and a kind of a Chinese architecture type thing. It looks interesting.
Tell you what, we can do this now, right? We have the means, physiology. What's it called?
Naraka Blade Point.
I forgot what it's fucking called. Hang on, we've got an IGN video here that I'm just going to steal. I'm sure they won't mind. I've muted it just in case there's someone talking over top. This is just spell break. Okay, there we go. I was going to say
that's spell break. There you
go. This is it. Oh, okay. It's not the gameplay.
It's not range. It's like.
Is it made by an Asian developer then? It's got that.
I think so.
Style,
24 Entertainment.
Yeah, it's got that sort of that style to it. That's very like Chinese MMO looking, Like
I like the
Black Desert Online. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. It's different. It looks a bit more. It kind of reminds me a bit of For Honor.
I can see that. Yeah. I see why they showed Spellbreak for a second. It looks very Spellbreak-ish.
Yeah. I think there probably will be a switch, but we'll get to that.
Yeah. No. Okay. That looks quite interesting. I if it's free, I think I would give it a go. But if it's not, I don't know, to be honest with you.
It depends how much it is.
Yeah, if it's a 30
quid, I don't mind picking it up and giving it a go.
I'd be like more £10 for something like that.
I mean, right.
But I guess it's just because I'm not really that excited for it. I guess so.
Yeah. I think it could be interesting. It's something different to the formula.
Yeah.
And then obviously, Xbox Bethesda.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. And surprisingly, it's not even the Bethesda bit I'm excited for. It's the Xbox bit.
Xbox usually brings some good stuff for all platforms, and obviously Xbox brings stuff for PC now as well. So
yeah, I got to say,
anything you're watching there is basically a second PC show as well.
What I'm thinking, that's the thing, and also the bit I'm most looking forward to is Game Pass. If there's going to be, because they've been acquiring, like they added Bethesda, you've got EA Play on there now. If they can get like the Uplay on there, and they can get like. If they can get like some other subscription services as part of Xbox Game Pass, that would be incredible. Yeah. That would just be absolutely insane. That's kind of what I'm excited for, is free games, basically. Like free quotation.
Free games. You are just a cheapskate, yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously there's going to be more about the new Halo game.
Yeah.
Probably trying to save it again and go, no, it actually does look good, guys.
Well, the issue is because they did delay it quite a bit, and they said, we're taking our time with it, and which is good on them, But at the same time, I am still kind of like, I don't know how much that's going to save it at this point, to be honest. I don't know. I'm not a Halo fan. I've never played a Halo game in my life, so I don't feel like I'm qualified to talk about it. But I would think the damage is almost done.
Yeah, I mean, Halo's such a big series that people still.
Yeah. That I put it down on the bingo card. I'm convinced they'll do a Halo TV show or a movie.
Halo TV.
Okay. One of the two. I am 100% convinced, without a doubt in my mind.
I can see.
Which honestly, if they did, I'd probably watch it, even though I don't know anything about Halo.
I've done that a little bit. I played Halo Reach
because it's got an interesting world they've got set up. You know, it's got an
universe.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of googling predictions.
Yeah.
Starfield confirmed to be an Xbox Series X exclusive. I mean, I don't know. They say Xbox Series X exclusive. That means it'll be PC as well.
No, yeah, they're not doing not just a console. I mean, can you imagine?
Yeah, no. That would be a massive kick in the nuts.
That would be. I mean, that's just cutting off like 90% of your audience. Why would Xbox do that? I never get that when people are like, "Oh, but now Bethesda picks up a Xbox, it's going Xbox exclusive." No, it's not. That's fucking stupid.
If you're going to spend all that money on it, Bethesda, then
I can see PC and Xbox exclusive, like a timed exclusive.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. But it was like not last year, obviously the year before. They said that everything they showed that evening was going to be on PC, and I think that's probably how it's going to be. I wouldn't be surprised if Xbox Series X is the last Xbox console. I really think they're moving away from consoles and going more into software.
I think it'll be the last traditional console. I think we'll see consoles, but I think they won't be what we expect from them. I think they'll be, although the Stadia failed, I think if they can get Game Pass to a good point where it's constantly got good games on there, I think they'll just make like a streaming service.
That's what I mean. I think they'll probably move into that because let's be honest, Sony are winning year after year console wars. They're falling behind massive. Yeah, they are. PS5 has seriously outsold Xbox.
Okay, yeah, okay, cost-wise, fair enough. I agree with that.
And I think they will move away from consoles entirely and just focus on. I think they have been slowly over the years.
Yeah.
That's why they're now bringing stuff to PC. They're bringing stuff to like Game Pass now. So I think pretty soon, like you say, maybe not. They'll get rid of consoles, but it won't be in the traditional way.
Right. I agree. I'm interested to see what Xbox bring, because I don't think we'll see any major stuff. I think it will be stuff that we know about.
I don't know.
I think there may be one or two, but I don't think it'll. Because one of the things I saw people interested in is the new Fable that got teased. Do you remember?
Yes.
That was an Xbox One, I think.
Yeah.
So I think we might see that. Which, if it is, I'm excited for that.
I love Fable. Yeah. BioShock 4.
I don't know. Maybe.
2K said they're interested in continuing it.
Maybe. I don't know. I think. Again, this is the thing. I can see like a TV show or a film of BioShock for sure, but I don't know about a game.
I don't think there'll be too many TV. I think they're kind of dipping their toes in the water and seeing how well TV and movies do.
I think we will see a lot of films. I'm sticking by. That's my major prediction.
I kind of hope we don't. I'd rather them focus on the actual games rather than the TV shows.
Yeah, me too, obviously. But it's like I know. I don't think it's on here, but I know Netflix. I've got their entire. They've got like their own thing that they're doing at E3. Where they're showing off stuff.
Yeah.
I think the games industry is moving into TV and film. They're trying to.
I don't think it's moving into it because that sounds like you're saying that it will eventually just be fully TV and films.
No, I don't think they're like. No, I think they're expanding. I think that's the word I'm looking for.
Yes. Yeah, I think but that's what I'm saying. I think they're kind of dipping the toes in the water. So I don't think you'll see like lesser IPs becoming TV shows or anything like that. Yeah, I think it's the big boys at the moment.
You say that, but I mean, it's Resident Evil. Resident Evil's on par with
Resident Evil is a big boy, yeah. Resident Evil's massive.
I'd say that's on par with BioShock.
No, no, Resident Evil. You think how long Resident Evil's been going on for, and the fan base it has.
That's true. I was going to say
BioShock has a fan base, but it's nowhere near Resident Evil.
I was going to say though, what interests me is when saying about film TV, I had the thought: if during the Bethesda showcase they turn around and said, "Oh, there's an Elder Scrolls or a Fallout TV show or film in the works," what would your thoughts be on that?
Fallout, I'd be like, okay, that's all right. Elder Scrolls, I would be very interested.
Yeah.
One of my favourite trailers for Skyrim was that live action one.
Yeah, absolutely.
I loved that trailer.
Have you ever seen the trailers they do for Elder Scrolls Online?
Yes.
It's very much in the same vein, very like cinematic, over the top. It's almost like, you know, Blizzard fans always like, you watch those Overwatch reveals and you're like, why haven't you just made a film yet? Like, this is incredible. I'd love to see this as a film. It's like that with the Elder Scrolls Online stuff. So just
well, I don't find the Fallout world too interesting. I've never understood. Like, I get it, it's kind of cool, but it's never been for me. Elder Scrolls, I love. So I would love to see a Witcher-style Elder Scrolls. I think the problem is, a lot of these games, The Witcher works because it's Geralt.
Yeah.
You know the character is already pre-built. I mean, Elder Scrolls.
If they did it as like
vague.
If they did it as like you know, Tales from Tamriel, where they went round and they did like different characters every week or so.
Don't worry, Jess. Yeah, have a nice time tomorrow then, and we'll speak to you a bit later.
Yeah, see you later, Jess. Thanks for turning around. Yeah, if they did like, here's, you know, here's a story from Morrowind, you know, and here's a story from the Somerset Isles, you know, like that would be incredible. I think if they did it like that.
I don't know. I'm not a massive fan of things like that because I like to get invested in a character. Right. I like to follow a character, and when they do that, I always tend to find myself looking at it and go, he's sexy as well. You
say that to Elder Scrolls? That's quite interesting.
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
I always seem to find things like that. I'm always like, okay, that was cool, but I want more of that. It was like Love, Death and Robots.
Yeah, I love agree that.
Certain things on Love, Death and Robots. I'm like, oh, that was really cool. And then it ends and you're like, oh, okay, that's it now. I'm never going to see those characters that I've come to quite like ever again. And I think I'll probably be like that with Elder Scrolls. It's like, the main thing about Elder Scrolls is you're a character in a world, and you follow this character through their adventures.
Well, I mean, we're speaking as if it would be. I mean, this is completely hypothetical, of course, but we're speaking as if it would be like a TV show. It might be a movie for all we know, you know?
I did a movie about. I don't know. Again, that would be difficult because, like,
I don't know if it would.
Like, if you do a movie of the Oblivion Crisis where it's about the main character.
What about like Type Perceptive, Conquest of Tamriel?
If it's about a specific character, then maybe.
I think if they did something like that, that would be really fucking interesting. If they did,
Ysgramor or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. This is the.
I don't think they will because that'd be too niche.
Would it be? Like, I don't know. You say that, but I mean, it's quite a big character.
The people that never played Elder Scrolls wouldn't watch it. The people that kind of dip their toes into Elder Scrolls wouldn't watch it. Really, they might go, "Oh, that kind of looks interesting." It's only like the hardcore nuts like me and you that would kind of.
I don't know, but Type Perceptive isn't that, like, as a character in the Elder Scrolls universe. It's a big name, you know. Like everyone knows. Even if you've only played it for 10 minutes, you know Type Perceptive, you know Talos.
I know the name and I know kind of who comes out. I don't know what he did.
But that's the point. That's what makes it a good film. Those who know the lore will be like, I know what's coming. But those who don't,
yeah, but the people that don't will probably be like, I don't really care.
I don't know. I disagree. But again, this is completely unfair. This is my hope is that there would be something more cinematic, more interesting from Bethesda.
No, I just prefer games.
Fair enough.
So going on. So talking of movies, actually, there's an Indiana Jones game coming out.
Yes, yeah, I
reckon they'll show stuff for that because
that's a Bethesda title. Isn't
the hype is building for the new Indiana Jones film because there was a few photos on set the other day of Harrison Ford.
Oh right, I didn't know that. Okay.
And I reckon now would be quite a good time for them to. Oh, by the way, there's also a game.
I'd be surprised if they didn't at this point, to be completely honest, because that is a big IP that they've been given control of.
Yeah.
If that does well, it will do well, you know.
Yeah.
I can see Bethesda doing that justice. I can see that. But if it was like the Uncharted guys, I'd be like, that's just an Uncharted game. But as a Bethesda game, I think it's got that unique touch to it.
Yeah.
So it'd be. I don't know. I think that'd be interesting to see. I hope they do stuff in
that. Do you reckon we'll see anything about Doom or Wolfenstein?
Doom, I don't think. Well, was there any DLC for Eternal?
I think there was.
They might do another DLC for Eternal. I don't know about Wolfenstein because they kind of did like 2 Wolfenstein games and neither of them were received well.
The Ancient Gods.
Yeah, that was the Doom, wasn't it?
Yeah. Wolfenstein. I feel like Wolfenstein's lost its goodwill.
They had
after
one.
After the Two Sisters games.
Yeah, that was it, which nobody fucking bothered with, and then they did a VR game as well, which nobody fucking bothered with.
Nobody. I think that's kind of dried up now. I think they kind of.
I think if they're gonna do it at all, they'll wait a couple of years. I really think
kind of do another reboot almost.
Yeah, that will be on the.
It's a shame because I love 1 and 2. I thought they were really good games.
Yeah.
One thing I would love to see from Bethesda come out of nowhere, Prey 2.
I think it's a possibility. I don't know if that's. The issue is, I think Prey 1 didn't do as well as they wanted. Is the issue. It did well. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think it was as well as they wanted.
Maybe.
I feel like Bethesda are in that point now. After being acquired by Xbox, they're like, look, we need to get our heads down. We need to get out what people want. We can't be messing around at this point with. I feel like that would be a mistake to just start experimenting and trying new things when they're trying to like prove to Xbox like, hey, we were a worthwhile addition.
Yeah.
Because although Xbox have acquired them, they could just as easily say, do you know what, this isn't working out. We're just going to take over complete creative control now, and Elder Scrolls 6 is a shit show with microtransactions.
Yeah.
So I think if I was in Peter Hines or Todd Howell's position, I'd be like, we got to get our heads down. We've got to work on what people want. Let's get out what we promised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Apart
from that, that's
I was going to say, speaking of big guns, we can move on if you want to Square Enix.
Oh yeah. My time to shine.
This is your one.
Yeah.
Which of course, what we're talking about here is Marvel Avengers,
of course.
Which we're both huge fans of and play constantly.
I've never played it, and
no interest
really,
at all.
It's not my kind of game at all, and I think that was their problem there.
Not even after they're going to add Spider-Man? You're not going to play it?
Okay. No, I just want pictures of Spider-Man.
I wish they would bring me pictures of Spider-Man as the thing. Fuck's sake.
Just keep saying, bring me pictures of Spider-Man.
I mean, Avengers is dead. Let's be honest. I think they've given up with the Avengers.
No, there's a Black Panther DLC coming out.
Oh, is there real? Oh, just give up with it. Just move on. Nobody cares.
Right. So Square Enix. Before we move on to the big one, obviously for me anyway.
Yeah.
You got Tomb Raider. Anything for Tomb Raider, you reckon?
I don't know, because they did like the trilogy, didn't they? Of like the reboots, and they all did like all right, but I don't think they want to do any more of it. I think they're kind of like, we're kind of done with this now.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think we'll see any more. I might be wrong. They might do like a spin-off maybe. But I don't think we'll see any more of that.
I would like to see a new Deus Ex. I like Deus Ex games. They're very good games, and it might like the because it's the same kind of setting as Cyberpunk. Yeah. So I think people may look to that and go, "Oh, actually,
capitalize on
I'm in that feeling for Cyberpunk, but I wasn't happy with Cyberpunk, so I'll pick up that Deus Ex."
Do you know? Sorry, I know we're going back a bit, and this is really bad. We didn't even talk about Starfield, by the way.
Starfield.
Just quickly, what's your thoughts?
I mean, I think the problem is they're going to start losing that hype if they don't say something. And also, there's leaks, more and more leaks coming out of it now that they need to start saying, "Here's something concrete."
I think it was Schreier, Jason Schreier on Twitter. I think he said there's not going to be anything on Starfield, but they will tease it. They will say like Elder Scrolls 6, "Hey, we're working on it, and we'll have something out next year."
But this out the end of next year.
I think it was the end of 2023, not 2022.
22, I think.
You sure?
I think so.
I think we'll see. I think you're right. I think we'll see maybe gameplay. I don't know.
Starfield launches late 2022.
Okay, never mind. Fair enough.
And that's that's according to Jason Schreier.
Which I'll be honest, that's one of those people. If he says it, I'm kind of like, that's confirmed, basically.
I reckon they'll do a trailer for it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not even the gameplay trailer. It would just be a cinematic trailer, and then it will say the release date. It would just say like Q4 2022.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm quite happy with that if they do that, because I mean it shows that it's getting somewhere. Like I get people complaining about Elder Scrolls, and I wish, I mean, I could go on a tirade about Elder Scrolls by itself. I get annoyed at people who are like, they showed us stuff 2 years ago, where is it? And it's like, do you know how fucking long games take?
No, like, we don't, Jack. But that's the thing. You've got the
this is
you've
the
got
thing.
the university education for it.
This is what winds me up. Like, people say, like, I mean, after Fallout 4, people are like, oh, you need a new engine. You need just make a new engine. And they're like, okay, we're going to make a new engine. And now people are like, oh, why is it taking so long? It's probably because they're building a whole new fucking engine.
I think the thing is, I think the expectation is, if you show a trailer, then it's kind of almost assumed that you're some way into the development of that game to show that trailer.
I mean, they're probably not even. They might have like 3D modelers making model for it, and they might be in like the world space creation at the moment. I doubt they're even close to implementation stage at the moment. So they've probably got quests written down somewhere. They've probably got like the actual mechanics and like the balancing done. I doubt they've got much past like the basic 3D modeling.
I've just googled it. It took 6 years to make Skyrim.
And that's with an engine that was, I mean, it was a new engine, but it was made.
It's kind of adjusted slightly, wasn't it?
It wasn't like a whole new engine. It was just tweaked slightly for Skyrim, like from Oblivion and from Fallout 3. Yeah. So it's not. It wasn't.
So when was it announced? It was 2019.
What's that? Sorry, Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah.
2019, because it was the last E3, wasn't it? Which was 2019.
Yeah, so we're looking at probably a release date of 2025, 2026.
2026 is what I'm predicting. I
would say 2026.
I don't think we're seeing anything anytime soon. And it winds me up because I see online everyone's like, oh, we're going to see Elder Scrolls 6 at E3. And a lot of people are going to be disappointed, I think.
Yeah, I think we won't hear anything this year. We'll get it's still happening, still working on it.
I honestly don't
Next
think we'll get
year.
That.
I think they'll just kind of say in passing.
I think there'll be an interview with Todd Howard, and it'll be like, I've got to ask about Elder Scrolls 6, and Todd Howard will say, yeah, we are working on it, and that will be it. They're not going to say anything else.
And I reckon next year, then you might get a confirmation of the location.
Well, we've already kind of got one.
Like, I mean, there's a lot of but there's nothing concrete, is there?
Yeah, but it basically, I mean, people know. You can figure it out. So,
but again, there's lots of speculation, and the people that are in the know, that's good. But the people that may not know Elder Scrolls, that kind of like dabble in it again.
What if we might
need
get
that confirmation?
If anything, what we might get is like a behind the scenes, like, hey, here's like a 3D model we've done. Here's some concept art. Here's meet the team making Elder Scrolls 6, and they do like those sort of interview-based things. They do that for games sometimes. There's like a look at how far we've done this, or
Yeah, they did for Battlefront 2. I remember that.
Yeah. I think we may get something like that next year. I don't think we'll get it this year.
No, I don't think we are. I think if they're going to focus on any game, it's going to be Starfield this year.
Anyway, sorry, I just wanted to quickly go back to Square Enix. Sorry,
Square Enix. Yeah. So Deus Ex, maybe just to ride that cyberpunk low.
Yeah, I can see that. I think maybe they probably were planning to come out of it and then thought, oh no, we better not, because cyberpunk. Then they saw how shit cyberpunk was, and they went, oh yeah, brilliant. Now is a good time.
Yeah, that is exactly my thought. I would kind of go, probably we're stepping on toes there, and we're going to lose that one. But now they've seen like people want that kind of setting, but they were disappointed, so they're going to go, okay, then we'll jump on that.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the big boy, I think, right? I don't think there's anything else from Square Enix.
You got like Life is Strange.
Yeah, who gives a shit? It's a bad game, so
I don't enjoy Life is Strange.
No, it's awful. I'm into the creative writing and the game design aspect of games, and I fucking think it's a terrible game. It is so poorly written. Anyway, sorry, I won't bitch about Life is Strange because we'll be here for the next 20 hours. So,
there is actually a little game called Babylon's Fall.
Okay.
Which could be interesting, and it's collaboration between. I'm just reading this off Google, by the way, just because it sounds like I know what I'm talking about, but I don't.
Yeah.
It's a collaboration between Square Enix and Platinum, which is their first since Nier Automata.
Oh shit! Okay.
So I think there could be something interesting there.
Yeah.
And it looks like, looking at the screenshots, it looks like an interesting thing, and it's kind of gone under the radar, I think, a little bit. I completely forgot about it.
I'd never even heard of it. Anything Platinum, I'm excited. I mean, the last Platinum game I played was the Astral Chain.
Yeah,
that came out on Switch, which was all right. It wasn't great, to be honest with you. It was just kind of like.
Just in that.
Yeah, it's like a 7 out of 10. It was a worthwhile game, but it was kind of like, yeah, it's a Platinum game, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, that could be interesting. So yeah, obviously big boys. Let's go through numbers wise. So 7 first.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll get anything about Remake Part 2 yet.
I think we will, to be honest. I mean, you know more about this than me, but I honestly think, because they'll probably reuse a lot of assets from number 1. They've got the engine in place. They've got like the story basically plotted out. It's a very linear game. I mean, it's the animations and the characters that need to be modeled basically. I honestly would be surprised if we didn't.
Well, they've just kind of finished Integrate, haven't they? And that's coming out June 10th.
Oh, yeah, so I forgot about that. Yeah.
When's that? That's today.
Oh, they come out today. Okay.
Yeah. So Integrate is out today.
Yeah.
So okay, maybe they may turn around and kind of go.
They might say, "Oh, if you're enjoying Integrate, then good news, everybody. You know, here's Final Fantasy Part 2."
I don't think we'll get anything like gameplay or anything like that.
No,
I reckon we might get a kind of 2015 style trailer, because that didn't reveal anything. It was just kind of like, here it is. And obviously, I mean, I'll never forget that for the rest of my life.
Yeah, no,
seeing that trailer and just like seeing the reaction. I mean, usually like the media in E3 are usually quite quiet, aren't they?
Yeah.
And seeing all these news journalists screaming their heads off Final Fantasy VII was incredible. But I think they may do a kind of like a parody of that.
Maybe. Do you remember there was that Final Fantasy VII trailer that came out that was like 10 minutes long, and it was like the Japanese one, wasn't it? Do you remember that?
Oh, that was incredible.
It was like the guy, and he was like going to like a bar, and then someone was talking to him at the bar and stuff like that. I think we might get something like that, like sort of like a bait and switch, you know, like oh here's a really long fucking trailer, and then at the very end it's like Final Fantasy Part 2.
I think it would be more interesting to know kind of where, because I don't know, I don't think you've played it, but obviously you know the story of it, right?
Yeah,
how different it is.
Yeah, I know the twist of that.
Yeah, so it would be interesting to see where they go with it, and if it kind of still has the same beats to it.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to, like, the first disc is the longest disc. It goes right up to just past Temple of the Ancients, if I remember.
No, I don't think so. Not disc 1.
Where's this one go up to?
This
Temple of the Ancients.
You sure?
Then where do you do after the? Oh, of course, the big scene. That's the end of disc 1.
Yeah.
I like how I say the big scene. Like, I'm trying not to spoil it. Just in case Jess is still there. I know she hasn't played it yet.
Niflheim, right? Niflheim, is that how you say it? I can't remember the fucking town. So.
Nibelheim. No, Forgotten City.
Oh, God, is that disc 1?
That's disc 1, the very end. It happens, you have a fight with Genova,
right?
Then that's the end of that disc.
Okay.
I don't know if they'd go that far with it, because then past that it goes a bit nuts.
Yeah.
Like, it goes absolute batshit insane. Like, you got weapons and everything like that.
I mean, that'd be idiots not to. I think if there's a teaser, it will be the weapons that are teased.
Personally, I think probably because they've not actually said how many parts it's going to be.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, if they're sticking to 3, then if I were them, I would finish with the big moment at the end of number 2.
Maybe we'd get like a
if
roadmap.
It happens.
Maybe we'll get like a Marvel-style roadmap. Maybe. You know, like here, Part 2 will release this year.
Maybe actually, yeah.
And then there's a spin-off game coming out 2 years from now, and then Part 3
I think you've got to be careful with that though, with a single-player game,
right?
Because people can kind of figure it out and kind of spoil stuff,
right?
You know what the internet's like; they can kind of figure out, right? So if this happens here, then this is how long after this is probably going to take.
Yeah.
And
I mean, more so just like, oh, hey, this is when this is coming out. This is when this is planned for release and stuff. Not so much like any details about it.
Yeah.
But just like this is when this is happening.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So that's FF7. I think maybe a little bit, but probably not much. Going up, FF14 Endwalker's just been announced, which is the next big update.
All right, yeah, I knew you'd talk about your favourite.
Oh, it's Square Enix, Jack, isn't it?
No, that's true. I'm really sorry. I hate to do this. Can I go get a tissue because my nose is itching like crazy?
Yeah, go
Just
for
give
it.
me 2 seconds.
How can you just do this time? It's supposed to be a podcast. Honestly, so unprofessional. I can't get this off these days.
I'm sorry, I'm just sitting here just itching my nose constantly.
Yeah, so,
sorry, go on. Endwalker, right?
Endwalker is the next big one. It's supposed to like end the... So it's very cleverly done, actually. So you've got a Realm Reborn, which is supposed to be like the day rise.
Yep.
Like the sunrise. Then you've got Heaven's Ward, which is midday.
Yeah.
And then Stormblood, which is dusk.
Mm-hmm.
And then Shadowbringers, which is the middle of the night.
Okay.
And then Endwalker is supposed to be the dawn of a new day.
Oh, so it's cyclical, almost.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's kind of like this is the end of that chunk of story.
Yep. Okay.
So, I mean, the even though I haven't actually got to that part in the story yet.
Yep.
Watching the trailer is like, oh, this looks really cool. I've got no idea who most of the characters are because they're not in the game yet. But I'm looking going, oh, they look really cool, and the music is really good. But yeah, I'm quite interested in that, even though it's probably going to take me about 2 years to actually get to that.
Yeah,
Final Fantasy 14 and the rest. I mean, I've only just got finished like the base of Realm Reborn, so I've only just got to 2.2, which isn't even the next expansion yet.
There probably will be, because Final Fantasy 14, I don't play it, but I mean, it's big. I know how big it is, so
yeah.
I mean, I probably probably right.
Yeah, so I think you get a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the big one is Final Fantasy 16, which I wasn't too interested in.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, okay, it's fun. Like, I'm interested in Final Fantasy, but I'm now such more interested when I found out, and this is why I was talking about Final Fantasy 14 and how good it is.
Right.
Yoshi P, the producer of Final Fantasy 14, who saved the game and brought it back from the disastrous start, is the producer for Final Fantasy 16.
Oh, okay.
And if you read like reviews of Final Fantasy 14, people call that, like the story in that, one of the best Final Fantasy stories.
Right.
And it is, like, even Realm Reborn, which is like kind of like the, oh yeah, it was all right, but it was kind of like trying to recover it from the shit show.
Did you say you was producer?
So basically how it happened was you had the team initially on the original Fantasy 14, which then it was released and obviously was panned, it was horrible, it was ridiculous. Apparently during all of that, Yoshi P was like offering help and things like that, and then eventually they just went, well, why don't you take over then? And he did.
Right. Yeah.
And then basically got it back onto Realm Reborn, and then has just run with it since then.
Yeah.
And obviously, like I say, you ask Final Fantasy fans, like Final Fantasy 14 fans that have got to the end game, like they always say, stick for the story, because the story is one of the best Final Fantasies.
Right.
And I'm like, that now gives me a lot of hope for Final Fantasy 16. That really makes me hyped now that I know that it's in very capable hands.
I mean, when I saw the trailer, I'll be honest, I was like, it doesn't like. It
that's
doesn't,
what I was like. Yeah.
It doesn't jump. It just looks like a medieval game. You know, it just looks like. But if they can do something interesting in the story and it sets itself apart, because I feel like that's what Final Fantasy is missing.
Yeah.
You know, it needs that something special at the moment to like reinvigorate it a bit.
Funny you should say that, because I was just thinking, like, on the drive home, like, I enjoyed Final Fantasy 15, don't get me wrong, but again, it was the kind of same thing with Cyberpunk. If it was by anyone else and it was like Ubisoft put out that game, or like Xbox put out this game and was like called The King's Wish and it was Final Fantasy 15, I was thinking, yeah, no, that's quite a good game, I quite enjoyed that game, but as a Final Fantasy, it didn't feel Final Fantasy. No,
I get that. I mean, when I played it, like, I didn't play it all the way through. I only played, like, I want to say, like, 2 hours. I didn't even play that much of it.
I mean, it's a good game. I did enjoy it, but it's kind of a switch your brain off a little bit.
It sort of shows when you look at, like, how much it sells for. It's always on offer. It's always, like, £5. Like, it never sells for a lot anymore.
So let's have a look. So I'm just having a look at... So, producer is Yoshi P.
Yeah.
And
you know,
directed...
personally.
Yeah, that's his nickname in the Final Fantasy community. Just Yoshi P. It's Naoki Yoshida.
Okay.
So the director is Hiroshi Takai.
Okay.
I probably pronounced that wrong. So he was let's have a look. First assistant director to Heaven's Ward, which is Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
Director of Final Fantasy 16. Director of Last Remnant, which is a good game.
Oh, that is. Yeah, that's a good one.
Development supervisor of Stormblood, which is Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
So he hasn't done that much, but the things he has done are quite good ones. Like quite big names.
Right.
I think you've got a good
it's
team.
A good team
there.
They know the Final Fantasy franchise and they know what they're doing.
Yes. Yeah. These are people that have enjoyed it and know what they're looking for.
Okay. Do you want to move on to PC Gaming Show?
Because let's just talk about Final Fantasy for the rest
of
the
Oh no, I'm leaving.
But yeah, I think that's Final Fantasy, isn't it? But obviously that's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, which is fair enough. You know, like
I've got a special connection to Final Fantasy.
Yeah. I mean, that's your game. Elder Scrolls is my game. Final Fantasy is your game.
No, wrong. I'm really looking forward to Elder Scrolls as well. I love it.
Yeah, but I think, no offense, I am a bit more into Elder Scrolls than you are.
Oh yeah, you. I mean, you know all the lore and background.
Yeah, I'm a complete fucking nerd when it comes to Elder Scrolls.
And I'm like that with Final Fantasy, so yeah.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair. And let's measure our dicks a bit more with.
I think I've got at least 2 inches on you with Final Fantasy.
Jesus. At least.
Right. So yeah, Warner Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Batman
Knights. Yeah. That and Suicide Squad as well, right?
Suicide Squad, yeah.
Which, I'll be honest, I'm more excited for Suicide Squad than I am the Arkham Knights.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm like, yeah, Suicide Squad could be something different if it's done well.
Yeah. Which I mean,
like, if it's,
I think we would definitely get Suicide Squad because of the movie coming out, right?
Yes.
Like, I think they would be idiots not to capitalize on it.
Yeah, jump on the hype a little bit.
Arkham Knights, I don't know. They might. I think they'll probably show it.
I think you'll get gameplay for it, yeah.
I think there's a chance they might not. Like, I think it's a small chance, don't get me wrong. I think they probably will show gameplay for it, but I think there's still a chance they might be like, it's in development, but we haven't got much to show you right now.
I don't know, because it was originally supposed to be in 2021, but it was delayed to 2022.
Oh, I didn't know.
So
okay.
So I reckon they will have a bit to show to kind of build hype, depending on where it is in 2022.
Yeah.
If it's first half before E3, then they'll show stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
If it's after E3 next year, then they may show a bit less.
That's what I'm thinking. They might just show like a cinematic, or like
I reckon you'll get gameplay.
I don't know.
One game that I think is a bit of a dark horse is Hogwarts Legacy,
which they're not showing.
Are they not?
No, not showing. They already said they're not.
Why?
I don't know.
Ask them, Jack.
Hang on, let me go. I've got them on Twitter actually, so I messaged them afterwards. Yeah, I'm in contact with the CEO of Warner Brothers.
What's his name?
CEO of Warner Brothers.
Oh, that's his name, is it?
Yeah, Ov is his middle name.
I'd be very surprised if they don't show a bit. I mean, like, I know they say they won't.
No, they've said nothing. They're literally showing nothing about it. They've already said. Which I don't know. I mean, I'll be honest. It's one of those games I'm not really that interested. I don't like Harry Potter
so I'm
that
just
much.
Reading something.
Yeah.
So that's the word coming from a Warner Brothers spokesperson who instead stated the only game from Warner Brothers' upcoming library to be aired will be a zombie shooter, Back for Blood.
Oh. Oh yeah, actually no. Do you know?
No way are they turning up and just going, "Oh, this is just the
right.
one
If you
thing."
look at, I'm looking at it now. If you look at the timetable, it's 2 p.m. Warner Brothers Games is Back for Blood, and then 2:30 is the PC Gaming Show. It's literally a 30-minute presentation on Back for Blood.
What's the fucking point?
Well, Back for Blood's like quite a big title. I've got literally no fucking
it's
interest.
Left 4 Dead, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got no interest in it, but
it's Left 4 Dead 3.
Well, it is. It's by the same guys.
Yeah. I've got no friends to play it with, so.
I mean, it's one of those. I don't really like Left 4 Dead, to be honest. I played it a couple of times.
Yeah,
I just don't really get it.
Like, if somebody said to me, "Oh, do you fancy playing some Left 4 Dead?" I go, "Yeah, sure, why not?" But I'd never go, "Well, I really fancy playing Left 4 Dead today."
Actually. Even then, I'd be like, "Is there nothing else we can play?" Like, I just don't get it. I'll be honest. Maybe this game will sell me on it, because there was that cool bit where there's like the big one and he's like storming through the highway tunnel and stuff like that. Like, that was quite cool. I don't even think I'll watch the E3 thing on it, to be honest. I really
taking a half-hour break.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, then
I just got no interest.
Warner Brothers is a write-off for me. Thanks.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. All that talking, all that speculation for fucking nothing. Okay, never mind. Warner Brothers are a no-go.
Right, PC gaming.
What's coming in PC gaming? Do you know? Because I can't.
I'm reading here, and this is from Tech Radar.
Yeah.
So 39 new trailers, game announcements, and interviews.
Which is about what they do. That's normally what they do. They do that amount normally.
Yeah, 39 is a lot.
And I've got to say, there was a company last year. I can't for the life of me remember who they were, but they made a game, and it flew completely under the radar. It was 2 years ago, sorry. Flew completely under the radar. It's called Unfortunate Spaceman. It's a really fucking good.
Oh, you love that game.
It's a really good social deduction.
Yeah, I saw the Orgscast play that. I think.
Yeah. Like I mean, I was a hipster with it. But it's free. It's free to play. I've streamed it once. On the channel, but if we can see more games, it's like that Knockout City. You know, if we can see games that we look at it and go, it looks all right, and then you see afterwards either it comes out or people talk about it more, and you're like, oh, actually, that looks really interesting. They're the games I find that are the best. You know.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see that sort of thing. I mean, there's been rumours that Frontier are going to talk about something.
Well, actually, I was about to say I've got an entire list here of the stuff that's already confirmed for it.
Oh, okay. Go on then.
So PC Games Show 2021 partial lineup. So you got Naraka Blade Point.
Okay.
Dying Light 2.
Yeah.
Casado Games and Bulwark Studios.
No clue. Never heard of them.
Apparently they're in Leicester. Casado Games. I thought it would be a Japanese company. So what have they done? Let's have a look. So Casado Game, City of Gangsters.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know that one. Yeah.
Games. Let's have a look. Distant Kingdoms, Recipe for Disaster, City of Gangsters, Mechanicus. So that might be Warhammer.
Oh,
Rise of Industry.
Oh, right.
Rise of Industry, Project High Rise.
Nice. Yeah. Great game.
Crown Takers and Res Rock.
I know Res Rock.
They've got some good games under the belt.
Yeah.
And Bulwark Studios, I recognise that.
Oh, if we can get like I mean, they won't. But if we get like a high rise, whatever it's what the fuck is it called? The one we built a skyscraper. If we get like a sequel to
Project High Rise.
That's it, Project High Rise. If we get a sequel to that, I'll be over the moon. Such a great game. Such a good game.
What's Bulwark done? So Crown Takers and Warhammer. So maybe a new Warhammer crossover game. I don't know.
Maybe.
Big news for the Orcs Must Die franchise.
Don't care, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Personally,
new
anyway.
From New Blood Interactive.
I recognise that name.
Let's have a look. New Blood Interactive games.
I should know all this, really, shouldn't I? Like, it's a bit bad I don't.
Oh, Unfortunate Spaceman.
Oh, there we go. I know I recognise them. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's new content.
Oh, good. Okay, that'll be interesting.
Tiny Build, Hello Neighbor 2.
Yeah.
New announcement from Pixelated Milk.
I recognise that. Is that? Is that?
Regalia of Men and Monarchs is. That's on the Switch.
Yeah.
I've got that on my wish list because I'll be quite interested in playing that. But,
Yeah.
20 best pixelated meal. Let's have a look. There's only 3. Thanks, IGDB-ish.
Right.
Top 20 pixelated milk games, and there's 3.
Well, it's in the top 20, to be fair.
No, that's the top.
They're not wrong.
Reveal of the next game from Shiro Games.
No.
Who's Shiro Games?
Oh, we might get the guys from Spike Chunsoft. They're making a new game. Might get them.
Me.
Oh.
So Darksburg, Northgard, and Evoland.
Yeah. Nice. Okay.
Evoland 3.
Northgard 2.
Please.
Maybe.
I'd love an Evoland 3. I love Evoland. It's such a good game.
I'll be interested in that. I'd like to see an Evoland 3. Maybe.
Yeah. Sega and Amplitude Studios have a major announcement and reveal for the highly anticipated strategy game Humankind.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's one I'm really, really, really interested in.
Yeah, I saw somebody playing that.
That
actually,
is,
and it looks good. It looks different.
I've been trying to convince a lot of people to get that because it looks.
Yeah, I think too many people are looking at it and going, "Oh, that's just Civilization." And I looked at the gameplay, and I was like, "It's not actually."
It's not. No, I'm very, very excited for Humankind.
Yeah, exclusive content from All In Games. So All In Games is Ghost Runner.
Yeah. Okay.
And Chernobyl.
Right. Probably Ghost Runner, I imagine.
No, and it says All In Games and Chernobyl.
Oh, was that a different company? I thought it was a game. Sorry.
No, it's a game. But they're probably saying this is what's going on with Chernobyl.
Okay, all right. Well, never
announcements for EVE Online.
Yeah.
Avoided that money sink. New Chivalry 2 announcement. Don't care, it's on Epic Games.
It's already out, isn't it? It came out today. It came out yesterday, didn't it? Yeah, it's already out.
No, I don't care. They fuck people over. I've got no interest time for it.
Yeah.
Nacon and Big Bad Wolf are showing a brand new trailer for Vampire the Masquerade Swan Song.
Really?
That's not number 2, I don't think.
No, well, number 2 got indefinitely delayed, so.
Yeah, no, I saw that.
Yeah.
It's a shit show. Okay, so maybe it's.
Is it like a remake?
I don't know.
I mean, if that's it was only last year that the sequel got axed, so.
Master Song is a narrative-driven single-player role-play, which the player controls 3 vampires with different vampiric disciplines, which between them over the course of the game. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I didn't really know that was a thing.
No, me neither. Sounds quite interesting.
Other exciting Unreal Games and a message from Valve regarding Steam Next Fest.
It was probably VR, let's be honest. I mean, they've already said they're going to be
I don't know. There's apparently some stuff going on with Steam in the background that they're working on some big stuff.
Well, I mean, the whole thing was because they said they're going to be at E3, and everyone was like, oh shit, well, the last time they were at E3 was 2012, which was Portal 2, right? So that's kind of what people are using as a leverage to say, oh, something big's going to be related. But my counter to that is Valve aren't going to announce something big during the fucking PC gaming show. If they're going to announce Half-Life 3, that's going to be on stage at like...
The Next Fest, which is their own thing.
Oh, is it? Oh, I didn't realise. Oh, okay. Oh, never mind.
Next
Fest
I didn't know
is
June 16th to June 22nd, celebrating upcoming games all week long, 6 days. Hundreds of demos, oodles of live streams.
Okay, no, I didn't know that, to be fair. Alright, fair enough then. Maybe we'll get like I doubt we get like a teaser for Half-Life 3 or something, but they might be like, oh, we've got a big thing coming, maybe.
Yeah, I think it'll be something to kind of counteract Epic.
Yeah.
Because they've been very quiet on, like, everyone's kind of been prodding Valve going, do something, but they've not, and I'm wondering if they've worked on something big for Steam.
Yeah.
Because there is talks, it's kind of rumours at the moment, that they might be working on a handheld game.
I've heard that, which I don't understand why they would, but...
I mean, it'd be interesting.
If it's like a Switch type thing, maybe, but...
That's what I've heard.
But the issue is, I mean, they brought out basically a console, right? And you could only play certain games on it because you need a mouse and keyboard.
I've got that, actually.
Yeah, so does Eloise.
Steam Link.
Yeah.
And actually, I use that quite a lot. Well, I did anyway. I used to take it because I kind of know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I set up a VPN on Rachel's internet.
Right.
So I set up a VPN on her router to go through to my network.
Mm-hmm.
So if I plugged in the Steam Link at her place, I could then play games at hers from my PC.
Okay.
I was quite impressed that I managed to do that. But I quite liked it because it was also very good for like I plugged it in a different room and you can actually watch stuff on the PC. Like if you all you had to do was alt tab, and then you'd be on your home desktop.
I think it's a cool bit of kit. It's just I feel like it's like you say, they need something big. They need something like, oh, here's the next big thing from us.
Yeah.
I say they need it. I don't even know if they need it, to be honest. I mean, Epic are spending so much
money. So.
Epic are spend so much money on their free games and stuff, and then they're in a core battle with Apple. You know, like I don't know if Valve need to do anything. Maybe what I would be interested in seeing, which would be from like a game dev standpoint, would be really fucking interesting, is if they brought out a rival to Unreal and Unity. because keep in mind that Epic are the ones who upkeep Unreal, and that's like one of their big draws is, hey, if you come make a game on Unreal, we'll give you like special stuff, and you give us a commission, but we'll give you special benefits for working with Unreal and stuff like that, right? So if Unity if Valve came around and said, hey, here's a game engine to rival Unity and Unreal, and you don't need coding knowledge, or you can use the workshop, or I don't know, something along those lines, that would be interesting, I think.
I think the one thing to say counter that was that would be fantastic, but I don't think they would make a big hoo-ha about that.
I think they would. I honestly,
I don't know, but not announcing it at E3 and things like that, because not being funny, the general person like me, like I understand the benefits of it, but you ask people and they go, yeah, so.
Yeah, but I mean, you look at Unreal Engine 5. I mean, that made big stirrings when that got announced.
Yeah, but it only made big stirrings because it looked cool.
But that's my point. If Valve brings it and they say, hey, look at this, and this is looking really cool, and I don't know. That, I mean, again, that's hypothetical.
I think that works because it wasn't a big event, was it? It was kind of just out in the middle of nowhere. It was like, oh, by the way, we're working on this.
It was a big. I mean, they made like a tech demo for it, and they published.
Yeah, but I know, but it wasn't. It's like you didn't get like Epic Games at E3 walk out on the stage and go, "Hi guys, by the way, bang." It was like.
They did. It wasn't at E3, but they did like a major like reveal and stuff at one of.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. E3 is the big thing, isn't it?
Okay.
You bring
fair enough.
I feel like they may do that.
Yeah, but if it's just a footnote in the PC gaming show, that seems like a good place to announce, hey, here's a rival engine. That's okay. It's completely fucking hypothetical, but
oh yeah, it is. But I just think they know the build-up there would be. If you say that Valve is going to E3, people expect something big.
If you say, oh hey, here's an engine, and we've been making games in this engine that you'll see at, that would be a good segue.
If they turn around and went, we've made this engine. Yeah. By the way, here is a remaster of Half-Life that's in this new engine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's something like that.
If they dropped that would be a bombshell.
Yeah.
Do I think they will?
I don't. I doubt it. I'm just hypothetically. I think that would be an interesting route to go down. Something along those lines.
Yeah. So, PC Game Show will also include exciting new content from Frontier and Frontier Foundry,
which is interesting because they've just brought out their new Eve DLC. Not Eve, sorry. Elite Dangerous, which did terribly.
Frontier, of course it is.
Yeah, which did absolutely awful and was buggy and everyone hated it. Planet Zoo is, I mean, they bring out DLC for it quite regularly. Maybe because they do the Jurassic World game as well.
Yeah.
So maybe.
I mean, the new film's coming up.
Oh, is it? I didn't know it was a new film.
Yeah, there's the third one in the trilogy. It's got Sam Neill, Jeff Goldblum, and Laura Dern in it.
Oh, okay. Maybe then.
I literally put one in the Discord chat with them all outside a studio.
Oh, yeah, of course you did.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah, nice to see you back.
No, I just forgot.
So maybe that could be something fine. But I mean, they've also got like Connect Animals, Connectimals.
Yeah, I doubt it.
They had new Zoo Tycoon. They've actually got the rights to Zoo Tycoon.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, because of Planet Zoo. Which, I mean, they wouldn't make a new Zoo Tycoon if they've got the rights to Planet Zoo. Yeah, they're just making
Roller Coaster Tycoon 4.
Well, again, Planet Coaster.
Planet Coaster.
Yeah.
Why do they make these brilliant old games shit?
Whoa, excuse me?
They're not my kind of games.
Fuck you,
because
how dare you?
They're about designing more than they are managing. I don't like them.
There's a lot of managing. There's good managing aspects in Coaster and Zoo, especially in Zoo. Zoo has a lot of managing stuff in it.
Yeah, it's all about like.
It's very, very in depth, so with the management side of things.
I think it looks in depth, but I think it's quite shallow myself personally.
Have you played it then?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I don't know. I think it's very in depth. I mean, again, I think if anything, they might tease Planet Coaster 2. I doubt it though. I don't think they will.
Planet Coaster is still going strong.
I mean, Planet Zoo came out 2012 2020, I think, came out last year.
Yeah, that's brand new.
Yeah, so I honestly don't think we'll see anything Planet related.
So fellow traveller.
I did see, sorry, on the frontier, I did see rumours of. Do you remember that old cult classic, The Movies, that was made by Bullfrog? And it was like you went around and you owned like a movie studio, and then you could like edit the movies together and stuff like that.
I've never heard of that.
It's a cult classic tycoon game, and I think it's Bullfrog. It was someone like that. There was rumours that Frontier were looking to acquire the rights to something like that, or make a Planet game in the style of.
Yeah, it's Peter Molyneux.
Peter Molyneux. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
it was a good game. It was a bit.
As Lionhead.
Lionhead, that was it, and it was something like that.
Yeah, that could be interesting. That could definitely be interesting.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, go on.
Yeah, so fellow traveller.
Tips for Dora, fellow traveller.
So you've got No Longer Home. They're very indie games, probably more stuff.
Yeah.
I can't name, like, I'm looking at the there's Allwell. I liked Allwell.
Oh, Allwell's good, yeah.
Yeah, but apart from that, can't tell you about any of their other games.
Well, name them. I'll see if I know any.
So you've got The Invisible Hand, Genesis Noir, Suzerain, Paradise Killer, Stillness of the Wind, Esther Quest, Neo Cab, In Other Waters, Blind, I've Swamp Friend Sim, The Church in the Darkness, Hacknet, and Framed.
Oh yeah, I know all those.
Yeah?
No. Let's move on to the next one.
Yeah. Tripwire Interactive.
I've heard that name.
Oh, is this Chivalry? Yeah, Man Eater Chivalry.
Oh, never minded. Never minded.
I'm quite enjoying that Man Eater, actually. I've just got that on Steam.
I thought it's alright.
And they did Killing Floor as well. There might be some Killing
Oh, maybe then. Yeah, probably Chivalry if it's anything.
Yeah, Chivalry, because it's just come out, isn't it? Yeah. Humble Games.
Oh, yeah, Slay the Spire. Some really, really good games from Humble.
Oh, okay.
Oh, if they do a Slay the Spire too, now we're talking.
Wildfire, that was a good game, actually. I recommend picking that up if you can.
I've heard of it.
Forager.
Oh, Forager's good.
Hat in Time.
Yeah, very good. Oh, if they do a Hat in Time too. Now there we go.
Yeah, so there's good stuff that could be there.
Yeah.
Ishtar Games.
I don't know.
Let's have a look. Our Games. The Last Spell. Oh, Dead in Vinland.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's kind of their main thing is Dead in Vinland.
Yeah, that's a good game.
Halavar Games. With a website that looks like it's from the mid 2000s.
Nice.
I mean, yeah, it's not looking good for them. I'll be honest with you.
Okay. I mean,
Jake,
hey,
you've got to go to their website. I'm sorry.
Okay, what's it called?
Alawar Games. ALAWAR.
Alawar Games. Okay, here we go.
Looks like old age mini clip. It looks like mini clip back in the day.
If you're watching Alawar Games and you want to hire me, I love your company. Everything you've ever done.
You want to hire me to do web dev? Go for it. I don't know what I'm doing, but I can do better than this.
You sure you don't want to play Chronicles of Jonah and the Whale?
Sorry, Chet. Do you have ad block on?
What are you talking about? What is ad block? I don't know what that is. I downloaded an extension and I accidentally cheated, right? Sorry, Jim.
They're using JavaScript and you've got a website. Oh god. Yeah, let's say about that.
Alright, you snob. Alright.
Okay.
Alright, you snob. Come on.
Apart from that, yeah, that's kind of what's actually said. This is what's happening. Age of Empires, surprisingly.
Yeah, which I mean, they've been kind of like teasing it quite a bit. We'll probably get quite a bit from it, I think.
Yeah. So next one, Future Game Show.
Yeah, which I think is VR, if I remember right. I might be wrong on that. I think it was VR related.
From publishers including Sega, Private Division, Team 17, Exceed Games.
Oh shit! Private Division, Team 17. And who was the other one? Sorry?
Exceed.
Oh shit! Okay, that's very interesting.
There's some big names there.
So Private Division did Sniper Elite. No, that's Rebellion. Yes. Sorry. No, is that Private? Is that Private Division? Who am I thinking?
I recognise the name. I literally play a game of theirs all.
Yeah, me too.
I'm thinking of Kerbal, am I?
I think it is. I think that's Kerbal. I think you're right. Rebellion is Sniper Elite. Sorry, I don't think that's Private Division.
I'm pretty sure. Oh, Outer Worlds.
Oh shit! Yeah, there you go. Is that the?
I'm pretty sure they have something to do with Kerbal as well. So yeah, Kerbal. There you go. So Kerbal 2, probably.
Yeah, probably. And Team 17 is Worms. My Time at Porsche, the sequel. My Time at Sandrock.
My Time. Yeah.
Yeah, which is I'm very, very, very excited for that. So I hope to see that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one now.
If they've got My Time at Sandrock, I'm very looking forward to that.
Yeah. Yeah, and Exceed.
Yeah. I remember. I recognise the name, but I think it's like.
Oh, Jack! It's our favourite Jack. Trials of Heroes.
I was going to say I knew it was like an anime game, but I couldn't fucking remember which
Legend
one.
of Heroes. Trials of Sky.
Jesus. Great game. Great game. Played it all the way through.
It just happened to go private on our YouTube. Akaba Trip, Corpse Party.
Oh, Akaba Trip. Okay.
Yes.
I was going to say yes. I thought it was yes, but I can't remember.
Man, there's a lot of my favourite games actually. It's good. Killer is Dead. Killer is Dead 2.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Did they do No More Heroes, or was that someone else?
They did, I think. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they've just brought out
No More Heroes.
They've just brought out a remaster of that. I'm pretty sure.
So that actually, I think we're underrating that a little bit.
I thought it was just like a VR thing, but that sounds very interesting actually.
Yeah, especially Sega as well.
Yeah, I'm interested in Sega is under that. You'd think they would do their own thing. That's weird. Oh well.
Yeah. So next one.
Broadcast pre-show on Monday, June 14th.
Verizon.
Yeah, great. Verizon Hero Dawn.
Yeah. Intellivision. Oh, Intel.
Yeah.
No, okay. Take-Two Interactive.
Which is, I believe,
a shit ton.
So one of the interesting things that Jason Schreier, again, my boyfriend, legally, he also announced that there was going to be and stop me if I'm wrong, and this isn't Take-Two. They said there was going to be a Marvel-style game.
XCOM.
Yeah.
Yes, I've heard that as well.
And there was a screenshot from it that looked quite cool.
That's interesting.
It's either going to be incredibly cool and incredibly amazing, or it's going to be very shit. And I don't know which one yet.
Yeah, it's going to be either, isn't it?
It's going to be a cash grab, or it's going to be one of the best games of the year. Yeah.
I don't think there's any in between on that.
It's going to be either or. Which I'm hoping it's one of the best games of the year, because it sounds up my alley. That sounds like a game I would love. I can already think like mechanics wise, having Spider-Man with like his own special moves and Iron Man. That sounds so cool. That sounds like a really
and it gives
interesting...
you almost like it sounds even sometimes a little bit more interesting than XCOM. Yeah, because XCOM they all started from the same level.
Well, they kind of
at the end of the day, we're all just people.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was nice with the customization. Don't get me wrong, but they all felt very similar at the end of the day. Yeah, with Marvel, you know the characters. You know, like, oh, I want Spider-Man in my team because I love Spider-Man. It doesn't matter that he's not the best. He's cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's like, so you think, right, I need a big bruiser guy that can bust through walls. In XCOM, it's like, well, okay, I need like a guy with an RPG. Yeah. Okay, I've got 15 of those people.
Yeah.
Like Marvel, you can go, right, I've got the Hulk, I've got Abomination. Yeah. You know, I've got all these different characters that fit that bill, and you know them by name straight away. Like, I don't get me wrong, XCOM, I love the fact you can find a character and go, oh, I really like that character because I know this character now because they've been on so many missions.
Personal stories,
But yeah, it's good.
It's
I don't think we'll see GTA 6.
It's got a name. Emergent gameplay. That's what it's called. There you go.
That sounds
there you go. I just dropped that one. Sorry, go on.
GTA 6, I don't think.
Oh, of course that's Take-Two. Yeah, we might get a DLC for Red Dead 2 multiplayer. We're not going to get anything GTA 6 related or anything like that. No way.
We're not interested.
No way.
Maybe Bioshock 4 though.
Is that Take-Two? Oh, okay.
Yeah. And Borderlands as well.
That's Gearbox.
Borderlands spin-off, maybe.
That's Gearbox.
Which is also owned by Take-Two.
Yeah, but Gearbox would do that on the
2K.
Gearbox one. Why would they do that under Take-Two?
I don't know. You'd be surprised how much 2K owns.
They do own quite a bit, yeah.
Metric shit ton.
Yeah, they got it. They
It's
own
like
a lot
a
of
little
the.
bit scary how much they own.
They also own a lot of the sports franchises. If I'm
Yeah,
remember
we'll
right.
get some of the sports stuff.
Which, that's what I think.
Always
they
goes
might
over
do.
well.
Yeah.
At E3,
Yeah.
really playing to the audience.
I think
all the sports nuts sitting there and going, I can't wait to see the next baseball.
I think EA have made the right decision by not going to E3 because everyone knew it would just be. I mean, I like The Sims 4, but it would be a new Sims 4 DLC and 20 different sports games, and that would be it.
Yeah.
That would be nobody would care. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, so you've got Borderlands Civilization.
Maybe.
Maybe Civilization might want to counteract humankind.
Yeah. The things I don't think humankind's that big though. They're not like. I mean, I'm interested in it, but it's not got like the hype that Civilization has. I don't think they need to combat it.
I don't know. I mean, Evolve's dead. I'm just scrolling through Civilization Revolution 2.
Oh,
Maybe
hell yeah.
Civ Rev 3.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Please. Love that game. Classic games.
Ooh,
Darkness. Darkness 3.
No, I don't think so. Did they I'll take two
Games.
prototype?
No, I don't think so. They're not on here.
No? Okay. I heard rumours about prototype.
New Duke Nukem game?
Chew ass and E-gum and all that of ass.
Dick Kickem.
Dick Kickem, yeah.
I doubt it.
No.
I mean, that's it really for Take-Two, I think.
I think sports games and the Marvel XCOM. Yeah, the Marvel XCOM, if they show it, will be a big feature of their presentation.
Yeah, that's a good way to end it, I think. Kind of go, oh, by the way, we're also working on this.
I don't think that would be an ending. That would be like a mid-presentation. Hey, here's 20 minutes on Marvel XCOM.
I don't know, because if it were me, I would put that stuff in the end so people have time to think. Because if you get excited midway through, you're not really paying attention to the rest of the thing.
No, that's true. That's true.
Mythical Games next.
No clue. It's a 50 minutes. So it's quite a long presentation.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it, and their website doesn't have what games they make.
Okay, that's good.
It's always a good sign.
Maybe they're new. Maybe they're.
I'm having to Google Mythical Games.
Is it a company or is it just like they're games that are mythical?
Yeah, well, they don't exist, so it's a tax fraud.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, Fall Guys.
No, that's Devolver Digital.
Is it?
Yeah, and Mediatonic.
Okay. There's just people also search for. Yeah, I mean, you've got Blanco's Block Party.
Oh, they're mobile games.
I mean, it's always a good sign when you load up the website and literally the first things they're saying is buy Blanco's accessory NFTs with USD or crypto.
Oh, okay, skip it.
That's
skip
literally
it. Skip
at
it.
the
Skip it.
top. Oh, they're like Funko Pop type things.
Oh yeah, no, who gives a shit.
Yeah, no, not interested.
Yeah, no. I'm not.
Indie Showcase.
It only goes on for half an hour, yeah. So if there's anything
are you sure it only goes on for that time, or is
well, this is the thing. This is what I don't know. I'm confused if it goes on for that long, or if it's like they go alongside other things.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Then you've got next Freedom Games.
No.
Horomon, Godstrike, Slaughter League, Ruin Raiders, the Lonely Outpost, which I recognise.
I recognise that name.
And Dark Deity. I mean, this looks like my kind of weeby shit.
I've never heard of
RPG Maker type thing. Okay. No, I've never heard. Venn.
No clue.
That's a Venn diagram.
Venn diagrams. They're just gonna presentation for an hour and a half of Venn diagrams.
Venn diagrams. This is a Venn diagram. We like Venn diagrams.
Here's free. If you put them together, it's E3. Here's an hour and a half about why it's called E3. Oh no. Here we go.
So the next big one, Capcom.
It only goes on for half an hour again. It's not a very long one.
Is it really?
Yeah.
This is why they've just done stuff.
Go on, sorry, go on.
I was going to say, half an hour. I mean, to be honest though, I think that kind of makes sense because Resident Evil's only just come out. Maybe a DLC for that?
No, not this early. I don't think so.
I don't know. Maybe. Because there's reverse multiplayer mode.
Right. Okay.
They've just done like a big thing on Monster Hunter.
Well, there was a new game that came out, wasn't there? So maybe a DLC.
Monster Hunter Stories. That's literally just happened about a week ago. They just put a gameplay of all that.
Maybe more.
So I don't think they'll show more.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Or maybe it's a new IP. Maybe like, hey, it's
Dragon's Dogma 2.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know how well the Netflix show did. I mean, I think that maybe they were testing the water.
There was a Netflix.
Yeah, there was a Netflix TV show.
I wasn't even aware of that.
According to Eloise, it wasn't very good. It was very poor.
That was more marketer.
It was by the same guys who did Castlevania, I think.
Oh, that was good. That was a really good show.
Yeah, but apparently the Dragon Dog. Apparently, I haven't seen it, but apparently it wasn't very good.
Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, actually probably Street Fighter.
Yeah.
If it's half an hour, that's their big one, isn't it? So.
And Pragmata.
No.
Apparently that was announced last year. Do you remember? Oh yes.
I recognise.
Yes, I remember that one. Yeah, it was about the weird guy that came into the city and it was all like twisted and warped, and he was there in his spacesuit.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
Yeah, if you Google it, you'll know exactly what one I'm talking about.
I can't.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, no, I recognise what it is now.
If I had killed her, I'm not to like the what's his name? Like the guy who killed his wife. Like, I didn't kill my wife, but if I'd killed her, I can't Google it. But if I did Google
it, Razor for
Razor
stuff.
I don't care.
Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, that's the big one.
So already on here, straight away it says we know there won't be any hardware at Nintendo E3 2021.
Have they already said that? Really?
Yeah, with the publisher confirming the showcase will be focused on exclusive on Nintendo Switch software.
Interesting.
Because
of course
Breath
we're
of
going
Wild 2.
I don't think we will.
What, Breath of Wild 2?
No, I don't think. I mean, they
didn't get anything for a while now, so I think so. I'd be surprised if we didn't.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I'd be very surprised if we didn't get anything.
Because they've already said like, oh, we're working on it. They did an Elder Scrolls 6 where like we're working on this, but they didn't say anything about it. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, my dream and my hope is Mario Odyssey 2, but I don't know. I mean, if it's both, I mean, it'll be Splatoon 3 probably.
Yeah, Splatoon 3, Bayonetta 3.
Okay, yeah.
Closer look at Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remakes.
Oh, the Project Azurus or whatever it's called.
Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Arceus, that's it. Yeah.
That I'm very interested.
That's Breath of the Wild too.
Yeah. Because a lot of people are like, oh, the graphics don't look that good. I'm looking at going, one, there's nothing wrong with it. Two, it's stylized, and three, this I think that was very, very early development.
Four, it's on the Switch. Graphics aren't. If you're playing the Switch, you're not playing it for the graphics. I'm not being funny.
Yeah, but you say that, but Breath of the Wild is a good-looking game.
It is, but it's stylized.
Again, yeah, I think that's what people look at and go, it doesn't look good. I'm like, it's stylized.
Yeah, exactly.
You know me, I'm the first to point out Ponzi art.
I think you're right. It was very early gameplay. Like the grass was a placeholder. Like a lot of it was placeholders, I think. So yeah, I mean they didn't even have a UI on it. So I'm if we see anything on that,
it's almost like concept.
Yeah. I think that was more of a concept type thing. Like, hey, we've got to pad this out with something. So here's something to pad it out with. You know.
Yes.
It's like when you're a Minecraft YouTuber and you've only got 9 minutes into a video, so then you just talk about some random shit for a minute to
get to that 10 minutes.
Get to that 10 minutes, yeah.
Apart from that, I think that's really it. Nintendo, isn't it?
Yeah. Which, I mean, new IPs as well, and we don't know.
Yeah, exactly. You know, the thing.
A Smash character probably.
How long ago was
the DLC 2 pack just wrapped up? So we'll probably see a DLC 3.
I don't know, because I think they said this was the last one.
They? You sure?
I think so, if I remember correctly.
I don't think so. I'd be amazed if they said that was the last one like that.
I don't think they're making this game to be like the be or end all Super Smash.
Well, I don't
think
either,
they're making a new one.
I don't know. I think they would wait until a new console.
Oh, that was it. It was Pyra, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh no, Challenger Pack 10 and 11.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm thinking of the volume.
Yeah.
I think they've said there's only going to be 2
Oh, fair enough then.
character volumes.
Fair enough.
So there's going to be 2 more characters. So yeah, there might be. Predictions on who that character is?
Oh, well, there's been talks of some weird ones. Like I've heard Crash Bandicoot thrown around a couple of times, which I could see. You know, I've heard some like fucking like Master Chief, like.
I doubt it because he's just been in Fortnite.
I mean, the ideal thing, which would be really interesting, is if there is something from Bethesda on Elder Scrolls, or if there's something from,
Doom Guy.
Yeah, like something from a different, because sometimes they do that. They match it up, don't they? They say like, oh, like get a Gearbox just announced Borderlands 4, so here's Claptrap in Smash or something like that. They kind of collaborate it like that sometimes. Yeah. So that would be interesting.
Doom Guy in Smash would actually be quite cool.
That would work. I think that would probably be a costume, everything, because they had a Fallout guy.
I suppose,
didn't they? So
yeah.
I mean, I could see. I mean, I've always thought I could see Dovahkiin as a Smash character with like the shouts.
I think that'd probably be more costume.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, maybe Rayman. I think we'd see a bit more of a classic character, maybe. I mean, there's a possibility they'll be both of the final ones.
They could completely go out of left field and go Sora.
No, I don't think so.
Why not? They've got Cloud, they've got Sephiroth.
No, I don't think...
I think it all depends on who owns the rights. I don't know whether Disney owns more rights.
I think that is... the issue is they've got so many Final Fantasy-esque characters and so many RPG characters. I think they want something different. Because, I mean, if you do Sora, that's just Cloud and that's just Hero from Dragon Age. Dragon Quest, sorry.
I don't know. I think it could be quite a different character.
I don't. I think that would be a costume. I don't see him doing that.
Doom Guy would be quite cool.
Doom Guy would be cool. I could see. Maybe I could see that. I don't know.
So I'm just googling the predictions.
That's right. How about Kiryu from Yakuza?
No.
No.
No, there is guaranteed not to be Kiryu in any fighting game, and I can tell you exactly why. The creator of Kiryu and the creator of Yakuza said he will never be in any, because they tried to get him into. I can't remember which game it was, but he will never be in a game because they don't want him to hit women.
Right.
Jack, I saw you on stream there.
What are you talking about? They don't want him hitting really?
That is the exact reason why. He's never going to hit a woman, and if he was in a fighting game, you'd have to hit a woman.
Spoilers for the next 5 Yakuza games.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, that's just the case. I mean, he would never hit a woman.
It's a bit bizarre. It's like a weird. It's almost sexist in how unsexist it is. You know? It's very like, oh, he won't hit women because he's a gentleman, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, but it kind of like. It's kind of reverse sexism.
Have you ever heard a woman say, "I want equality, punch me in the face"?
Well, but it's like when you go up against bandits in games, they're multi-gender because it's like because the point is, I don't know why I'm going down this tangent because it doesn't fucking matter, but the whole point is that gender shouldn't matter. So the fact that it doesn't.
You're comparing it, yeah, but I think you're coming at.
I guess, mindset. Yeah, I guess that's a Japanese mindset, isn't it? I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, that is the reason why, because the creator said that he doesn't want Kiryu hitting women.
Here's the ultimate.
You get Mashima.
Here's
what?
Here's the ultimate prediction though for Smash. Bandai Namco is directly after Dark Souls guy. There you go.
Nah.
No. You just roll about the field over and over.
Nah.
One hit kills you, don't get stocks. You just one hit, then you die.
Just die.
Yep.
Is that hardcore mode? Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Or Elden Ring, George R.R. Martin.
As a cat.
Yeah, just so you don't know.
He never finishes any of his moves.
Fuck's sake. Well, no, he subverts your expectations. He dies, but then comes back to life.
know. It's difficult. It is really difficult.
The issue is because it's so out of left field with most of it, isn't it? It's so like, oh, I predict it to be this, and then it's never what we predict it to be.
Right. So if you want a really out of left field character prediction, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to hit this on you.
Mm-hmm.
It may not be as insane as you think it sounds.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed.
It's as insane as I think it sounds.
Why?
Why?
Why not?
What? Okay, what perk would... What would Assassin's Creed guy have over... What would his moveset be?
Ezio.
Okay, what would his moveset be?
Well, you've got range with his little crossbow and the gun.
Okay.
I think...
Yeah, but what makes him unique? Nothing makes him unique.
Well, I mean, you can say that a lot about characters in that game. I
Well,
mean,
all
the
the
Fire
DLC
Emblem characters are literally all the same character.
But if you look at the DLC characters, they've all got unique things. Byleth has like the multi-weapons, you know, like Hero has the spell stuff.
Yeah.
Sephiroth, okay, Sephiroth is just a sword fighter with a long sword, but there's, you know.
He is the ultimate sword fighter.
Yeah. I don't know.
Although he does have the thing with the 1 point.
Yeah.
I think we're probably not giving the creators of Smash enough credit, because I reckon they could make it.
Yeah, but I feel like they'd be forcing themselves. I feel like they'd be like, why would we?
I mean, really, what's unique about Joker?
Well, quite a lot. The personas are quite a unique concept.
I suppose it's that, yeah. What's unique about Terry?
My name is Terry.
Exactly.
I can't remember the fuck that is.
Exactly. You don't even know who Terry is.
Who the fuck was Terry?
Terry was the fourth one from the first pack.
Oh, Fatal Fighter. No, not Fatal Fighter. Whatever that guy.
Fury.
I know him. Oh. Well, he was just fighter character. Okay.
Exactly.
So I'll give you that one. That one was creatively bankrupt, but...
Creatively bankrupt?
Yeah. Please hire me, Nintendo. I feel like everything I say about a company during E3, I've got to end it with, please hire me, I'm so sorry.
Well, I mean, yeah, so I think you could get like a quick cash in.
Maybe.
But also one that'd be quite cool because you think, oh, it's Ezio.
Yeah, I don't know, I don't think so. I don't see it, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe, here's one from left field. Norman fucking Jaden from Heavy Rain.
That would really be left field. Oh, the guy from No More Heroes.
No.
Okay, cool. Next show.
No, just no.
Yeah.
I think no matter what we predict, it won't be whatever we predict.
Oh no. I would never predicted Sephiroth was going to be in it because of Cloud.
I don't think
Steve.
Nobody predicted Pyro. I don't think. Apart from that one YouTuber.
Some people may have.
Yeah, there was that one YouTuber who really likes the Xenoblade games who predicted it, even though nobody else wanted it.
Yeah, because it was like another sword fighter, right?
Yeah. From Xenoblade, which nobody.
And who the fuck guessed Min Min?
Oh, Min Min. Oh, don't diss my girl Min Min.
Are you a Min Min main?
Min Min main.
So anyway, Bandai Namco.
Yes, which is Elden Ring, probably.
It maybe.
It will be. I mean,
Really?
I will be.
It's been 2 years.
I will be so amazed if they don't do Elden Ring. 100%.
I think the one thing they've got going against them is that George R.R. Martin is probably very heavily working on. The one thing they've got going against them is George R.R. Martin.
Yeah.
No, but he's still finishing his last Game of Thrones book, isn't he?
Yeah.
And he's probably going to be focused on that a lot more than he is just some random game that may not do well.
I don't know. I think he probably is working on it quite closely. I mean, he said in the past he's working on it quite closely. He's like splitting time between the two, so which I mean, we don't know what's splitting time between two. It could be like 5 minutes on one, 5 minutes on the other, for all we know. So
I'm placing a lot of effort in getting fit. You know that's bullshit.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I can say it all alike. It doesn't mean it's true.
I predict Elden Ring. I'd be surprised if it wasn't Elden Ring.
I predict an Elden Ring.
What else does Bandai Namco do? I forgot.
They've done a bit. Scarlet Nexus.
No clue.
It was that weird plant one with the anime style.
No clue.
Like futuristic people have plants in their head for some reason.
No, don't remember it.
No?
No.
Okay. I think it was that one anyway. Maybe. You like Last of Us, but anime.
Ooh, I'm up for that. No, I don't know that one.
Oh, you have to be over 16 to go into the website for Starting
Oh,
Nexus.
Ryan, you can't. Sorry, Ryan, you can't.
Oh, no, mentally I'm under that. Oh, no, there's a lowly. Okay.
Oh, God. Okay, all right, just go away from it, Ryan. Is that the police at your door? What's going on?
FBI, open up.
They got there quick. Well, they say they've got your history of looking at lowlies, Ryan. That's disgusting.
Oh, no. They're on smooth. Oh, good, you can get cosplay guys for them.
Oh, brilliant.
You can actually resolve cosplay.
Is there anything on Bandai Namco apart from Elden Ring? Have we got any other predictions?
I don't know if they're doing much. I mean...
What did they... I can't even think what they own off the top of my head, to be honest.
Oh, Dark Souls.
That's about it. Well, that's From Software. That's just From Software, so...
Yeah, of course it is, yeah. Tales of?
I think there was...
Tales of Rise.
Yeah.
Tales of Rise, probably get something from that.
How long? Oh, it's an hour long, 55 minutes long. So,
yeah.
If it is Elden Ring, it'll be a long fucking presentation on Elden Ring.
Yeah. Maybe Subnautica is. I don't think it is.
Maybe published. I mean, they just brought out Sub-Zero for that, so.
Cyberpunk is apparently a.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk 2.
Yeah, finally, it's about time.
I mean, they've got like a lot of like little anime games.
It's just going to be Tales of and Elden Ring. I'm convinced. I don't think we're going to see anything else from that.
Oh, please, new Katamari Damacy.
Oh, no, there's an out. Or maybe, I mean, it's directly after Nintendo. Maybe Nintendo will tease it and then we'll go straight into Bandai Namco. Well, not straight into it, but we're going to Bandai Namco and they'll talk about it.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
Ni no Kuni 3?
Maybe, yeah.
Divinity Original Sin 3? Or a new Divinity game?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'd probably, though, more about Tales of Arise.
Yeah. Okay.
I forget how much I own, actually. I'm looking through it and I'm just like, shit. Well, obviously anything CD Projekt Red.
Yeah. So maybe stuff on the new TV show from Witcher then.
I don't know if they'd show it there.
I think there were rumours. Apparently, when Cyberpunk was first coming out, they said like they'd already piloted like a TV show for Cyberpunk. I seem to remember that being in a news article, and they're saying like no matter how well Cyberpunk did, they've already got a TV show in the works for it and stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe like an animated.
Yeah, I bet everyone's really looking forward to that.
Oh, yeah, great. Yeah, amazing.
And
I bet the poor sods who are working on it, people are going to be like, oh, you should be working on Cyberpunk, even though this was probably made like 2 years ago. And they're only just showing it now, you know.
And then it's a reward show. Apparently there's new announcements being made there. Who knows?
You're not going to look at Eureka Studios, see what they've done? It's a 15-minute long presentation.
Someone on stage just going, hi guys, we're a thing.
Oh, hello to the one person watching. Thank you.
So we've got Eureka Studios. Swordsman Survival.
I was going to say, this is where we find out they're like one of the biggest games company of all time.
Streets of Rage.
Okay, yeah, fair.
I mean, it's Young Swords. I can't believe I may have pronounced that correctly there. I don't know. Neon Abyss. Yeah, that's kind of Scourgebringer. Which is apparently a fast-paced, free-moving roguelite platformer. Ooh. Actually, it kind of looks up your alley, Joe. I'm not going to lie to you. It looks a bit Enter the Dungeon.
Okay, Enter the Gungeon, yeah.
Into the Gungeon.
Okay.
That's what I said.
Yep.
That's kind of your kind of thing looking at it.
Oh, of course, yeah. I mean, I'm looking. So when is? Maybe I shouldn't be asking this half through a podcast, but when's? Well, I'd say halfway towards the end. When are you able to stream from? Because I can stream anytime, of course, but I mean, how many of these are we going to be watching?
We can figure that out afterwards. That's fine.
Oh, because can you figure out because I don't know what these times are in our time.
So I'll work it out and I'll make a list.
Oh, right, thank you. Give me a little schedule.
Yes, I would. And then after that, you got Steam Next, which is apparently just demos.
Okay.
Apparently. So maybe there may be nothing.
Maybe.
Nacon, which is Lord of the Rings column.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then EA.
Which is like 22nd of July or something. That's not for
22nd of July. Yeah.
It's not for fucking ages. Which I don't even think we'll watch it, to be honest. Because it's probably just going to be.
Yeah, I mean they've just announced that for 2042. So.
Yeah. But. It's going to be that, sports and Sims. Which, I mean, I'm interested in the Sims, but I'll just watch a trailer of it afterwards. So.
Yeah.
And then Sony aren't doing anything at all. They don't even have like a thing lined up for it, I don't think.
Yeah, no, they do their own thing now, don't they?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like I said before, my overall expectations of E3 this year are, I think people are getting overly excited for it, and I think people are going to be very disappointed by it. However,
I think it's going to be. Yeah, sorry, go on.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, however, that's me being pessimistic. The child in me is like, I hope this is really fucking good, and I hope we get some really cool stuff. But
I don't think it's going to be one of those E3s that people go, yeah, it was alright. I think it's either going to be, that was amazing. There was so much announced. There's so much unknown stuff when you look at it.
Yeah.
That you're like, I mean, they could just have pulled something out the bag, you know, or it's going to be, well, that was a bit shit.
I think it will either make or break E3, because E3 is always, in the past couple of years, it's been on that teeter. It's like, it may stay, it may go. If this does badly, I think it'll be the breaking point for E3, where it kills it.
Yeah, probably.
I think this...
Because Xbox will go away, do their own thing, because they'll see how Sony does it. Nintendo has their own directs anyway.
I think if E3 does badly, Xbox will break away, and Warner Brothers, Square Enix, all of these guys will follow. They may... E3 may exist as like an indie game type thing, but I think that'll be it. And I think even then...
I mean, even PC gaming shows are big enough to have its own thing now as well.
Yeah, I think even if it does break up, the indie games will just go to Xbox and say, can we be part of your presentation?
Yeah.
They'll
like Square Enix will just go to Sony or something like that and go, can we chuck our stuff in with yours?
Yep.
Yeah, why not?
They'll have their own big event. Xbox will have their big event with Take-Two and with Capcom and stuff. Then Sony will have their own thing with PC and Warner Brothers. Oh, I mean, Xbox would be PC, but they would have like their own thing, you know?
Yeah, they've got their own camps, basically.
I did hear, I will mention, going back to Xbox, I heard there was rumours there's a new acquisition by Xbox of a new, I don't know who, but there's rumours that they've acquired another studio. Or they're acquiring another studio, and that will be announced at the Xbox presentation.
Yeah, Xbox could announce another studio acquisition at E3 2021. Let's have a look.
I don't know how true that is, but...
Just having a look to see if anyone's kind of got any rumours or news on it.
I think it's very much an unknown quantity at the moment. I don't think anyone knows. I don't think there's even like a guess what it could be.
Oh, that could be interesting.
I think it's safe to say it's not going to be Gearbox and it's not going to be Ubisoft, because they would go after Xbox. I think if it's anyone, it would be...
They've just gone balls to the walls and brought PlayStation.
God, yeah, can you imagine?
Xbox now owns PlayStation.
Play both fields so you come out on top.
Bill Gates to just put all his money behind it and just bought PlayStation.
Sony, that's it.
Before he stepped down, that's why they made him step down, because they were like, Bill, this is too nuts, don't do it. He's like, fuck it, I'm doing it.
But that would be great, because when we get the vaccine, then it will link up to your Xbox and your PlayStation and your PC now. That'd be great.
I like it magnetic.
Oh, brilliant. That's it. Don't get too close to your monitor, because you get like that, it'll like destroy it and stuff with CRT, like CRT monitors.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think there's...
I think if it was anyone, it would be someone after Xbox. Either like, I don't think it would be Square Enix because they make too much money. I don't think it would be Warner Bros because they make too much money. Maybe.
Oh no, it wouldn't be anything big.
Maybe like Konami, maybe Capcom.
Oh.
Because Konami have given up.
Oh yeah, fuck. I'm so saying.
Fuck Konami, yeah.
Konami don't do games anymore, do they?
Yeah, they do pachinko machines.
Pull the lever.
Which I think Xbox, they might buy Konami just to get the licenses to...
Maybe the game studio side of it, they'll just buy them out and go, Yeah, we brought them now, so we own.
Yeah, they can keep. They can do all their pachinko stuff and keep the rights to that, but we'll take Metal Gear Solid.
They're very big into their like gyms and sports stuff over in Japan, Konami as well.
Yeah. Well, that's where they make all their money now. So, if it's anyone, I can see it being Konami maybe, and then just go, look, you keep the pachinko side, you keep the gambling side, and all that stuff. We'll take the games, we'll make the actual games, and you'll get like half the profit or whatever.
Yeah, or maybe like 10-20%.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just want the IPs.
Which would make sense to Konami, because then they don't have to put the money into making games. They just get the benefits of owning the...
Yeah, because they need to do that to keep the IPs.
Yeah, exactly. They reap the benefits of owning the IPs and still get their gambling stuff. So they...
I mean, it would be good because there's so many things they're sat on at the moment. They're just doing nothing.
Well, like I said, it was Silent Hill, Metal Gear Solid.
Castlevania.
Yeah, of course, Castlevania. Yeah.
Dance Revolution.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I can see like a Dance Revolution being like adapted.
I thought he was going to say like Yu-Gi-Oh.
I can see that being adapted for like Xbox. If they brought out like a Connect, the new Connect, and then like, like, oh hey, here's Dance Revolution, the new Connect. By the way, we brought Konami.
I'm Han Solo. Han Solo.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I hope so, because that would rescue a lot of things just from shit.
Regardless of the outcome, it's safe to say it's going to be an interesting E3.
Yeah, it's going to go one of two ways.
It's going to either be we're going to be sat there going, oh no, this is terrible, or oh god, this is the greatest thing we've ever seen.
Yes.
So
that bingo thing didn't really come about, did it?
I mean, I'm still looking at it. I mean, we can still do it if you want, but I can't think of anything. What did we say?
I'll probably add stuff as I go anyway.
Okay, here we go. So Rayman, you said what was the Nintendo character you predicted?
The Nintendo character, what?
The Smash character you predicted. You said Ezio in Smash.
No, I'm going to go nuts and say Sora.
Sora in Smash, which isn't going to happen. I'm going to predict.
That's why I the big no.
I'm going to predict a presenter saying, "In these unprecedented times." I spelled unprecedented wrong.
And that was unprecedented.
Yeah. I'm going to say, quick Ryan, come up with interesting and funny lol.
I'm going to do it anyway and put it on Twitter.
Oh, Ryan, come on.
Just put it out there.
No, Ryan, you got to do it now. Come on, quickly.
No, I'm not doing it now.
No, Ryan, quickly, go. Ryan, do it. Quick, off the top of your head, Ryan, go on.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, fine. You win. All right. That's a podcast we did.
Yeah.
I mean, I will actually put this on YouTube probably tomorrow if you want.
Yes, please do.
I will edit it down very, very quickly. And literally just cut it beginning and end, so it'll be like a hard cut. And we'll what day is it that we start? It'll be Sunday. Do we do it right?
Yes, start Sunday because obviously
we're not around on Saturday, so
yes.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, and then we need to catch up with the news on Saturday, don't we?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not doing anything else, and I don't know what you got planned, but we'll talk about that off air anyway.
Yeah. No, but yeah, if you've listened, thank you for watching. I hope we've pleasured your eardrums and fondled your soul.
With flex.
I mean, we're really shit at this. We're not very good. You know.
I mean, we share everything, James.
We share everything. I don't know.
It's one of our charms.
Yeah. I mean, if you're watching this, you're watching it. It's like The Room. We're so bad, we're good, but we're not good. We're just bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're not like The Room at all.
We're not like The Room at all.
We're just like Birdemic.
We're like a room, in that nobody wants to be in it with us,
and that
we're all
room
alone.
being the cash chambers.
Yes, exactly. We're like Nazi Germany in many ways.
Jesus.
And on that note, thanks for listening to episode 1 of the Untitled SideSeat Podcast. We're great at this. It's so good.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just going to end the stream. I'm not even going to bother with like a goodbye thing.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Have fun. Bye-bye. I'm going to do a wave. I'm doing a wave. Good luck. Have fun. Eat your veggies. Do drugs.
Eat your veggies.
Eat your vegetables and your veggies. If that's what you're into. If that's not, it's fine. Eat your dickies. Or eat your dickies and your veggies. I don't know. Eat both. Eat shit. Goodbye.
Eat shit and die.
Okay,
Love you.
there you go. That's Too late.
Just let me say I love. Let me hear it. So.